Live. Local.
Come on, let's give away about 20,000 tickets today. What do you say, huh?
All right.
Let's do it.
Tickets for what?
Sports Radio
I don't know. Speeding tickets.
WQAM.
Ticket to ride?
Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
That's it.
Yuba and Amoeba, Troba, Amoeba, the Barber. Okay?
I would have sworn I heard Werner von Braun in there for just a second. It's 10:02 at 560 WQAM. We got some bad news for today, boys and girls. We got a short show. Oh, damn.
How is that bad?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to make it sound like we want to be here all the way till 2, don't we?
No.
We do? Oh, yeah, we do. Sure we do. We want to do like the postman, you know. Do our rounds, to do our appointed duty, to do come rain or snow, all of that crap, don't we?
No.
No, we're getting out of here 12:30. We don't care if they're like tornadoes and all kinds of wicked thunderstorms and every kind of crap that ever came down the pike. 12:30, we're gone. Bye-bye. 11:30, we got those trends coming out. Some very, maybe interesting numbers. You never know. We're going to be looking at certain numbers in there especially, not so much on QAM, which we think will be okay. You know, we don't really know, but we think will be not great, but maybe
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But at certain other stations in the market and certain other personalities that we'll be examining with a very, very fine tooth comb will be combing through those numbers. Speaking of that, here's yesterday's poll result. What was the best movie death scene of all time? 1,442 votes, not too bad considering that this was tough to put together. A little too complicated maybe. Psycho, the shower scene though, it won that magazine poll that inspired our poll, and it won this poll. It's winning all the polls. Nothing like a poll in the shower. Psycho, the shower scene, 202. Scarface, chainsaw scene in the bat room, 161 in the tea room. The Godfather, Sonny gets it on the causeway. Just noticed for the first time the way that somebody, I don't want to mention Josh because he ain't here to defend himself, the way Josh spelled Sonny on there.
Oh, it's all right.
As if Bobby Heeb were singing, Sonny, you know, no. The Godfather, Sonny gets it on the causeway, 152. Alien comes popping right out of old John Hurt's chest, or is it Sigourney Weaver? I can never figure that out. 118. Jaws, Robert Shaw gets eaten by a shark, 114. Clarence told me he enjoyed getting eaten by the beast. American History 10, Curb Stomping, 89. Dr. Strangelove, Slim Pickens rides La Bamba, Una Bamba Grande, 89. Passion of the Christ, the Jews kill Jesus, damn it, 41. Bonnie and Clyde get it, in the end, 38. Casino, Joe Pesci stabs somebody with a pen, 37. I still can't figure that out. Was that Casino or Goodfellas?
Whatever.
We don't care. Scarface, you stupid, look at you now, 35. Braveheart, Mel gets disemboweled.
All right.
Oh, we like that. Let's see it again. 33. The Godfather, Mo Green, takes a bullet in the eye. 31. Fargo, Steve Buscemi, takes the pipe. 27. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Nazis melt. 27. Irreversible, fire extinguisher in the
Rectum.
place called the Rectum. 27. There's always something exciting going on in a place called The Untouchables. That's what Mutt told me this morning.
There was, boy.
The Untouchables baseball bat scene, 25. Reservoir Dogs, Gary Sinise's death, 24. Scanners, that exploding head, 21. Now, back in the day, I would embellish that a little bit, but I won't now.
No.
Thelma and Louise drive right off the Grand Canyon, right off the old cliff, 21. The decapitation scene in The Omen, 18. Die Hard, 30-story.
About 30, man.
Fall, 16 votes. Godfather, Luca Brasi gets it, 16. Star Wars, Palpatine kills Darth Vader, 15. How's Mark Hamill doing, by the way? Gladiator, beheading of the final Gladiator, 14. Looking for Mr. Goodwrench, Tom Berenger stabs Diane Keaton, 13. We decided one thing on it. No matter what you feel about these movies and which scenes are great, we all like Tom Berenger a lot. Good.
Yes.
Good actor. We like Diane Keaton a lot.
Right.
Good actress. She ain't no Buster Keaton, but she is his daughter. Right?
Yes, she is.
The Godfather, Carlo, gets choked by Clemenza. Gets garroted, we should have put on there, but certainly, if he couldn't spell Sonny, he ain't going to spell Garrett.
Yeah.
If I would have said Leaf Garrett, would that have done it? Anyway, Carlo gets garroted by Clemenza, who's sitting in the old back seat. That's a dozen. Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio dies.
All right.
Well, let's have a party. 9. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Pillowsification of Poor Jack Nicholson by the Chief. 9. Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi cuts Darth Maul in half. Darth Maul?
Yeah.
In half, 5. And Lady in a Cage, the eye gouging, 3. So there you had a lot of gruesome twosomes. A lot of really, speaking of gruesome twosomes, Jerry Hall's on our website today. Oh,
Well, her face is gruesome.
yeah, it has gruesome, in fact, lengthwise.
Right, horse face.
Man, she's got the old horse face. Ever see her and Dr. Joyce Brothers together? There's a select number of people that have, no, it's not Joyce Brothers. She's got like a little round face. Who's the one I'm thinking of? It's got like a long, nasty, anyway.
I don't know.
Like Ann Coulter,
Joy Behar.
for example.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Joy Behar. She's on the View.
I don't watch that. I don't watch lady shows. The only lady show I watch is Passions, a soap opera, but I don't watch no lady shows. I gotta watch my image. Anyway, Jerry Hall is behind the beaded curtain today. Born July 2nd, 1956, which makes her 44 and 47. Almost 48. Old bag. In May 2001 in Cannes, France, sold her ex-husband Mick Jagger's guitar for $52,000 at an auction to benefit some charity. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Her filmography, well, you're the one that put her on there. Don't be giving me any lip.
She's a celebrity. There they are.
She's a celebrity, and there's her, what she's got. There's her stuff.
That's what Mick saw in her.
2004, that's what she was in. Pope Town, 2003, the TV voice. Merci Doctoré. She was in that. Well, it was at the Cannes Film Festival. Merci Doctoré. RPM. Savage Hearts, Vampire in Brooklyn, Princess Caribou, Cluedo, Clueless, Freejack, Bejeweled. Oh, she's just been in too much crap. Live in Berlin, The Wall, TV show. Batman, 1989. Topo Galeo. I wonder about how Topo Gijo is doing. Urban Cowboy, Willie and Phil.
Okay.
Diane and Me, and she's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Zillion TV appearances, Richard and Judy, Punch and Judy, Saturday Night Live. Anyway, so she's been around Jerry Hall. She's an old guy.
That's what I heard.
Huh? Yeah, she's been around. She's spread it around. Just like Mick Jagger has kind of spread it around. No matter what it is, he's spreading it around. So she's on there. Here's our poll question today. We don't have a lot of time to screw around because this, unfortunately, I really didn't do this right, you know? I should have done this today.
Correct. You shouldn't have.
Well, I did. Maybe we'll extend it to tomorrow. Because I'll tell you, my choice in this poll ain't going to get any votes beside mine.
Right.
Let me give the poll question. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? And being the old fag that I am, and I guess, coincidentally, what inspired me to do the poll today was watching Christine last night, came on Scream TV. Mm-hmm. Christine with Keith Gordon and the very lovely Alexandra Paul, by the way. Now, how come nobody ever talks about her?
I do, all the time.
She's hot, man. She is beautiful.
Yes, she is.
She played the girlfriend who, unfortunately, in the end, had to get in the thing there. What was that?
Into the thing there?
Forklift?
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's
was that a tractor, a forklift? What was that? You're into these farm, you were in Montana.
Bulldozer thingy.
Well, whatever it was. She was with John Stockwell in there. John Stockwell was my choice because he's just a fine all-American young man. At least he was back in those days, back in the day.
And we didn't have farm equipment where I was. We didn't have farming equipment where I was.
He was also in Top Gun with Tom Cruise. He was in Losing It.
Yes, he was. With Tom Cruise.
And he was also in My Science Project, John Stockwell. See, I'm tongue-tied. I can't even say it. I'm so excited. He don't look all that great right now. He's 43. He's a writer, director, has some bit parts in movies. But he was a fine. He was fine in my mind. So that's my choice, and your choice was?
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
In fact, now that I think about it, maybe I'll vote for Howard Beale. Jessica Biel, a good choice. Maybe the Beast would like to toss one in there.
I'd have to go with Britney.
Britney Spears. Yeah. Well, sooner or later she was going to get on there. There's no question about that.
You know, she's going to win, and
she don't need any help from us. So there's the Beast choice. So what celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? We got John Stockwell, Jessica Biel, and Britney Spears. So far. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T line. We don't have a lot of time to screw around today, I'll tell you that. Fahrenheit 9/11 is ready to roll. That's the good news. Let's start with some really great news today, especially for all us commie pinko liberals, okay? Commie pinko liberals and Jews and fags and schwarzers, whatever else, okay? All of us non-right-wing goose-steppers. Michael Moore's award-winning documentary Fahrenheit 9/11 has picked up a U.S. distributor. Will hit your theaters on June 25th.
All right.
There you go. That's the good news. The film will be released by a partnership of Lionsgate Films, IFC Films, and the Fellowship Adventure Group, which was formed by Harvey and Bob Weinstein, specifically to market Moore's film. The film, which recently won the top prize at the Cannes Film Festival, criticizes President Bush's response, to say the least, to the 9/11 terrorist attacks and connects the Bush family with Osama bin Laden's, with good old Bandar Bush. The Weinsteins, who run Miramax Films, bought the rights to the movie from the Disney company, which owns Miramax, and refused to distribute Fahrenheit 9/11. The Weinstein brothers will personally finance and control distribution and marketing, they said yesterday. I'm grateful to them that everyone who wants to see it will now have a chance to do so, Moore said in a statement. On behalf of my stellar cast, G.W., Dick, Rummy, Condi, and Wolfie, we thank this incredible coalition of the willing for bringing Fahrenheit 9/11 to the people. Disney chief executive, at least he is for the present moment, and we despise him like poison.
Eisner?
Michael Eisner said the company did not want to film in the middle of the political process because he believed that theme park and entertainment consumers don't look for us to take sides. What a convenient excuse.
Eisner?
That is. In a settlement reached last week, the Weinsteins repaid their parent company for all costs of the film to date, estimated at around $6 million. All profits from the film's distribution that go to Miramax or Disney will be donated to charity. They don't want any of that dirty money, you know what I mean? They don't want to touch it.
Dirty.
And the money either. 10:13 at 560 WQAM. Nobody wants to talk about or even think about cancer, heart disease, all the horrendous diseases that are waiting to attack out there, especially if you're short and fat. But at any rate, it's a proven fact that disease responds extremely well to treatment if detected early. That's why I enthusiastically recommend, based on my own personal experience there a few weeks ago, that you check out the Hollywood Diagnostic Center, because they're proud to introduce to you their virtual colonoscopy, which is so much less intrusive than the usual, the whole colonoscopy procedure. Their coronary heart scoring and full body screening exams, which I had both of them done, they're amazing. It's like a virtual trip through your entire body. And these tests can detect cancer or other life-threatening diseases in their early stages while it's still in time to do something about them. A doctor's referral ain't even needed. For all your imaging exams, call Hollywood Diagnostic Center at 954-966-3600 for the test that can give you and your family peace of mind and detect anything in time to maybe save your life. Sounds good? At Hollywood Diagnostic Center, they offer state-of-the-art imaging equipment with open MRI, high-speed CAT scan, nuclear medicine, and much more. Hollywood Diagnostic Center has been serving South Florida for over 20 years, and their facility also provides a complete mobile diagnostic service that can come right to you. Say if you fall down at the buffet, Beast, if you're reaching over for a little bit too much food and fall down, break a leg or something like that, they can come right to you. Call Hollywood Diagnostic Center today at 954-966-3600 for that imaging exam today. That's 954-966-3600.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Oh, God.
Now this is an extreme makeover.
He looks like Cary Grant.
Queer Eye makes over.
This is phenomenal.
Stephen Hawkins.
Hello, I am Steven.
It's Queer Eye for the genius guy.
This look is frightening.
Help me look handsome.
He is officially a nervous wreck.
He's got a lot of things that are right and a lot of things that are wrong, and all the wrong things block the right thing.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. See how much more handsome you look already? All right, let's have a little coming out party. Come on out and show us what you got. Do a little spin for us, would you? Oh, look at you. Nice. Fantastic.
I feel stupid.
He looks like a movie star.
I don't like this pink dress.
Queer Eye for the genius guy.
He looks amazing. Let's get a high five.
You broke my arm. You pulled out my crazy tooth.
He is freaking out.
10:18 at 560 WQAM, and just to prove nothing is perfect, this morning both George and I had the misfortune of hearing Juan from Little Havana on the Moe and Geldie show.
What timing on my part.
Wow. Just as I came in here and opened up the pot, and then I had this great desire to smoke it. Because, man, oh man, once I heard that crap. And don't you listen to anybody's experts on this station, all of this inside information. You know, this place is this zoo. Don't play. Yeah, right. Now, the fact of the matter is, it was the schedule that Joe was on vacation last week, but Geldie wants off of that show bad. Joe doesn't want him on his show, and the battle continues, okay? So no matter what Mo tries to put the happy face on, Geldie hates him like poison and wants off of that show pronto. The only problem is he ain't got nowhere to go until hockey season, if there ever is one.
Now, what credible source are you basing that information on?
On inside sources that I hear in the building. Heather Locklear, Big Arnie says, now there's a good choice for you.
See.
The thing that shocks the hell out of me is we only got a few choices on there. The poll is up, but John Stockwell's got another vote already. How do you like that?
All right.
Somebody else with magnificent taste. Some lady or fag or both, whatever. Or some lady fag. 5670560. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've been listening to your show since 1992. I don't think I've ever been the first caller of the day.
Well, here you go. Mark it down, man. This is your lucky day.
Yes, so I have two people for your poll, if that's okay. All right. To me, I think the most beautiful creature on this planet is Allison Sweeney from Days of Our Lives, or Phoebe Cates from Past Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.
Have a great day, Pally. We'll give them 2 because we're in a good mood. We're getting out of here at 12:30. The numbers will be out at 11:30. Whether they're good or bad, we still get paid anyway, so what do we care? In fact, it's not important that we succeed, but that certain other people do very poorly. 567... 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I know so many people like that. Through my lifetime, I've met so many of those. It's not important that I succeed, but that you fail. Like that, you know. A lot of those around. Line 9 is around. WQAM, hello.
Callista Flockhart.
WQAM, hello.
On the AT&T and Verizon wireless line.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Neil?
Speaking.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
Great.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. All right, there's a good one. Some Amadi Cohn. Brad Pitt. He likes Brad, and why the hell not? Who the hell don't like Brad Pitt, right? I mean, not necessarily in the same way. He would like to hang out with Brad a little while, you know?
All right. Hey,
talk
the rumor
about ball
is...
games, talk about, world affairs.
Did he use the body double in that Trojan movie he made?
Did he really? It was a stunt...
Rectum.
A stunt ass.
That's
wow.
what they said on Entertainment Tonight, and they wouldn't lie.
No, they would know their crap. Believe me, they know their ass from their elbow. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, I guess I know what the president was trying to say last week when he...
Yeah, okay, good. 5670560. Boy, we haven't had that one on there in a long time.
Wow.
Good. Golly, Miss Molly. Mr. Incoherent. Okay. WQAM, hello.
Pole building is boring.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, good morning, how are you?
Yes, sir. Buenos dias.
I want to give George a thank you for putting Deidre Hall on there yesterday.
Okay. Thank you, George, for putting Deidre Hall from the Gaze of Our Lives on there
My
yesterday.
pleasure.
It was a little trip down memory lane back in the system.
It looked to me like a trip down memory lane.
Well, I dated her twin sister. They grew
Really?
up in Lake Worth.
Huh.
Got pictures?
No, I wish I did. You've got the pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Does her twin look like that, too?
They were identical. They were identical.
I'll be damned.
And they lived in Lake Worth. It was probably 64, 65 or so. And it was nice to see the young body again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, and have a great day, and think about it. I'm sure he is a lot. 5670560. Of course, we're talking about most of these people. Now, Brittany, for example, is like present day, and Jessica Biel. But some of these people who are fantasies, goes back a little bit.
Right.
Doesn't have to be somebody who looks all that great right now, for example. Right?
They're grandmothered in, like Barbara Eden.
They're grandma'd in, right.
So if she were 100, it wouldn't matter to me.
Exactly. WQAM, hello.
Good morning, Sally Struthers.
Sally Struthers, before she puffed up. Okay, there's a hot one for you, man.
Hey, he didn't say before.
Maybe he likes her now. Maybe he likes him big and exotic, huh? 5670560, pound 560. Maybe he just got turned down by the sound of that toilet flushing in the Bunker household. Maybe that did it. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Uncle Neil. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm really great. I'm really wanting to put Johnny Depp on your poll.
All right.
Because you can't get much better than that, and I think I'm going to need to go take a shower.
Okay, take a nice cold shower.
A nice cold shower. Oh, can you play something for me? It's a drop. I think it's somebody saying they're floating. I'm floating. Who said that?
Miss Fudge.
Oh, I love that. That's hysterical.
Okay.
Love you a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, it's not the 1 to 2 hour, but we can play it. Isn't that in the 1 to 2 hour one that he does?
Yeah, or somewhere, or the 12 to 1, or who knows.
Well, whatever the hell it is. I'll find it here. Just one moment, please, okay? Stand by. I don't know where the hell it is. Boy, why did she have to do that to me? Huh? Is it 1 to 2, 12 to 1, 3 to 6?
I don't know.
Huh? Looks like about 25 after 10 to me. I'll find it. We'll get around to it. Sooner or later, when we're good and ready. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how you doing? I was calling, you guys took giving Marlins ticket out?
No. 567, the Marlins stuff, we don't do any of that crap on this show, okay? We're not giving away any more tickets. Here's another holdover from those sports nerd shows where they're buying calls, giving away Marlins ticket for the Marlins, okay? Go pay for the ticket. The tickets are cheap. Go get some tickets at the ballpark. There are plenty available, I'm sure, okay? For this afternoon's game between your Florida Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds, or as they used to call them, the Red Legs. Yeah, we went through a period during I bet you didn't know this.
No.
I've talked about it before. No, seriously, during the commie pinko red commie baiting of the early 50s, they changed the name. They called them, well, actually, originally the name was, but they started referring to them as the Redlegs as opposed to the Reds because Reds had a bad connotation back in the day. See what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
Now that we've eliminated the commie pinko threat, we don't have to worry about communism no more, and Joe McCarthy's dead and buried long since. Now we can go back to call them just the plain old Cincinnati Reds. Got it? Good. WQAM, hello.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Okay, nice talking to you. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I just want to give it to W. What do you think?
WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Linda Carter.
Linda Carter, okay, super. 5670560. How about Lyle Wagoner? Pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon model. How about Lyle? I love it. There is still some mystery there, boy. There's a mystery until my dying day. I'll always be wondering, what was that all about, you know? Julia, please, draw us a picture. Draw us a diagram. He could be one of the 10 ugliest people in the history of the human race. Let's see. Today's poll, Halle Berry. Oh, I see. Halle Berry. How can we leave her out this long, huh? Poll idea. What are we going to do when you retire? Question. Are you having a retirement party open to the public? I would like to be the MC, says Stuttering Gil. The answer is no. Mind your own business. Get lost. The last minute of the last show, I'll be racing out of here, running into the street screaming, I'm free! I'm free! Like Martin Luther King Jr., man. Free at last. Free at last. I'm going to run out of this place real fast. Man, break my leg, probably need a cast. Anyway, 26 past 10. Nicole Kidman says somebody, boy, oh boy, it's signed hard up in Hialeah, and I believe that. What is the big deal with Nicole Kidman? I am very sorry. I have pretty good eyesight, but what's that all about? And you agreed with that yesterday. You were going hopping on that.
Nothing wrong with her. She's a little skinny.
Oh, she's nasty. She's skanky.
Well, whatever you say.
Plus, she also saw Tom Cruise naked, okay? So that...
We don't know that for a fact.
Well, she thought she did. Maybe it was just a stunt double.
I think so.
Laura Prepon. Oh, Prepon would be my second choice. It says, I'm a sucker for redheads. Laura Prepon. Who's that?
The redhead from that 70s show.
Oh, well, I don't watch that show. That's with, I bet you some fag or somebody's going to say, what's his name? Coochie Ashton Kutcher. Aren't they?
We'll wait.
He's kind of cutesy if you look at him from like maybe 100 yards away, you know, with too bad. Huh? If you look at him from like 7 buildings over with like real weak binoculars, he looks okay.
How about Demi Moore, though?
Who?
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore is a good choice. That's a magnificent choice. She'll probably get 8 or 9 votes, maybe 10. Huh? How about Jacqueline Bissett? Well, no, let's not put him on there unless people, call him in. This is a different kind of poll, mister. The question is, what celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? We're not just asking about who's hot. We've done those polls 1,000,000 times already.
About 30, man.
Who's your sexual fantasy? I mean, ultimate. That we would just love to hop on their bones and just never let loose. Never turn loose. Now, if we could turn the clock back. 10:28, that's what my clock says. With the heat of the summer here, now's a great time to get out of the car you've been driving to get into a new Toyota from Armstrong, Toyota of Homestead. On US 1, 20 minutes south of the 836, they're well worth the drive because they're going to save you thousands on great new Toyotas. With rising gas prices, maybe you want a car with more fuel economy like the legendary Toyota Corolla can be yours for just $11,990 or lease it for just $209 a month. Need a great Toyota for that college or high school graduate? How about the Toyota Echo, lease priced at just $199? Need a truck? The V6 Toyota Tundra regular cab can be leased for just $239 a month. Looking for the hottest new cars around? Check out the Corolla XRS and Solara convertible now in stock at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. They're locally owned and operated. They treat you just like family. They're going to make you a happy camper. In fact, their service department's even open late till 8 weeknights to make sure they get all your work done free and done right. Armstrong Toyota of Homestead was the first dealer to offer you free tires and batteries for life, and now they're the first to offer free replacement parts for life. That's right, tires, batteries, and free parts for life. Nobody else does that. So instead of wasting time and gas driving all around to those big hotshot mega dealers who'll give you a big song to dance, scream like crazy, and then lie through their teeth, see our good buddy David Rich, the GM at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead today for a real honest-to-goodness real deal. Armstrong Toyota of Homestead at US 1 and 293rd Street in Homestead, just 20 minutes south of the 836. Drive a little and save a ton on that great new Toyota at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Drudge, and it's time for the... Excuse me, I'm floating. It's time once again for the Neil Rogers...
1 to 2.
Hour.
The Honorable Reverend Jerry Falwell. My friends, I'm sure that Halle Berry is a lovely negress and a fine actress, as well as Chuck Berry with his jungle music. But friends, I must speak out against the Academy's embracing of colored folk. It's my understanding that the pop culture industry is perpetrated by homosexual Jews. It was them, and that Clinton, of course, who brought the tragedy of 9/11 upon us. God is angered by all who are not in the likeness of myself. All that's right is Christian and white. Now pull down your pants with me and pray. Dear Lord in heaven, help me find my penis. Thank you.
10:33, 27 before 11 at 560 WQAM. Marlins on deck at 12:30. Let's hear it.
All right.
And then the Reds and the Marlins at the PP Park at 105. You got the humper at the Belmont after the ball game. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, proving that nothing is perfect, we got the big at the Dolphin Banquet, no less. What's he going to be doing? Eating?
I don't know.
Well, what is that? At the Dolphin Banquet. Boy, we are just pathetic, and we apologize in advance. 10 o'clock, it's Eddie K. And then overnight, well. Vanessa Williams, somebody says, very abruptly. That's good. Because we don't have a lot of time, so let's get a zillion names on here, because not everybody, this is going to be difficult. Not everybody's got the ultimate same-sexual fantasy, right? Although, Brittany, as expected, is shot to the top, so to speak. Alex says, how about Pam Anderson? I think he did that just to piss off George.
What? He can have my portion.
Well, he's thinking back in the day when she looked pretty good, and you have to admit that there was maybe a moment, maybe a half an hour in her life.
Right. Between the ages of 18
whatever
and 18
it was,
and a half,
but, and then he says also the Joe Pesci pen stabbing scene is definitely from Casino, not Goodfellas. Oh, thanks, Alex, but don't mention that anymore, okay? Please.
It doesn't
Somebody
piss me off
says,
that other people like Pam Anderson.
What?
Anybody can like her, as long as I don't have to.
We wish them the best.
Right.
Sofia Vergara.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you mean, absolutely? It's their fantasy. You don't, I mean, if you want to reinforce it, that's fine.
I'm
you want to go and say...
Absolutely.
No. Maxwell, who's a screaming fag, says, from your favorite limey queen, Maxwell from Surfside, my favorite of all time, sexual fantasy, is a local boy who did well, Adam Stanions. Now, there actually is such a person, another one of these lifeguard, oh boy. He has made a number of local films, but struck pay dirt in the Watermelon Chronicles. Oh, I remember that. That was my favorite. The Watermelon Chronicles back in 1984. And then it says, wow, with several exclamation points. Ta-ta, Maxwell Tots. See you at the pot. 567. Oh, Chalabi tipped Iran about codes. I got to stick some of this stuff in there. I got to intersperse, even though we're very short on time today. Ahmed Chalabi, real slime bag. Can we still say that? I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new S-bag word, slime bag. Former Iraqi exile who recently lost his standing as a special friend of the Bush administration. So many special friends, and they're all such wonderful, upstanding people like Kenny Boyle, all of that crowd. Told Iran that the U.S. had broken the code of its intelligence service, according to broadcast and published reports. CBS News initially reported Tuesday that Chalabi had told an Iranian intelligence official that the United States had cracked its codes, allowing U.S. agents to read Iran's secret communications. Revealing such information would expose one of the U.S.'s most important sources of information about Iran. How do you like that? Following the broadcast report, the New York Times, L.A. Times, and the Washington Post followed with similar stories, all quoting anonymous U.S. intelligence officials. So here's a guy who's spying for the much-hated Iranians, which the whole reason that we backed Saddam in the first place, the CIA, and Iraq, was to achieve that stalemate, to prevent Iran from going crazy there. All the religious nuts, the Ayatollah in that part of the world. And now, lo and behold, we got Chalabi, who's Dick Cheney's good, close, personal buddy, tipping off the Iranians. Oh, they cracked your secret code, and you better change them. How do you like that? I think he ought to be strung right up. In fact, I'll tell you where we can send him.
Abu Ghraib.
That would be a good place, huh?
Yeah.
And just turn all those animals loose on them.
Get Lindy back in there.
Right. Get your girlfriend back in there,
right.
Lindy from England.
Honey.
Should we put her on the poll?
Oh, jeez. Oh. Anybody who would name Lindy England as their ultimate sexual fantasy desperately needs a long dirt nap, okay? Or maybe a trip up into the tree with the Beasley family up there. Jay says, for my teen years, I would say Elle Macpherson, who is still hot. Currently, I would say Angelina Jolie. But if I only get one, well, we can put them both on there. We're easy today. What do we care? Elle Macpherson and Angelina Jolie. Can you handle that, Beast?
We got them. We're on there. We're working ahead.
He's working on it. And the poll, too. 56705. Oh, speaking of that, I got to get this story in. From Stockholm. A Swedish aid organization will roll out a new line of defense to the country's emergency services next week, the condom ambulance.
All right.
This is a true story. From Friday, June 4th, amorous couples can call the telephone number 696969. That's the number. And a white van featuring a large red condom with wings as a logo will deliver them a packet of 10 prophylactics. Just 69 3 times. Dial it, that is. We need to increase the usage of condoms, said Carl Oswald, marketing manager for the Swedish Organization for Sex Education, the non-governmental organization behind the initiative. It's 50% about pregnancy and 50% about sexually transmitted diseases. The ambulances will operate in Stockholm and the southern cities of Malmö and Gothenburg. The service aimed at young people will run until June 25th, available between 4 in the afternoon and 9 at night. A packet of 10 condoms will cost 50 crowns, which is about $6.72, less than they cost on average in the shop. So that's only like 67 cents a piece.
A bargain.
The incidence of sexually transmitted disease is increasing rapidly in Sweden, and not enough young people are using condoms, Oswald said. We need to change attitude to condoms, he said. If we need to get out into the bedrooms to make things better, we'll do that too. Just kind of like the American way, too. We're going to sneak our way to the bedrooms. We're just trying to help you out. WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Samantha Fox?
Samantha Fox, okay, you got it, man.
Hi, Barry.
I thought he was going to say Sonny Fox. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Mr. Red?
Who? What did he say?
Mr. Ed.
Oh, Mr. Red, I see. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Samantha Bullock. My fantasy.
Samantha Bullock?
Sandra Bullock, excuse me.
Oh, Sandra Bullock. Okay, thank you. He's so worked up, he can't even get the name right. How about Jim J. Bullock?
Ew.
Well, if he can't get Sandra, he'll probably take Jim. 5670560. Huh? Well, nothing. You can't have everything.
Man.
What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? What do we got? We got 71 votes. We need to get a lot more names on here. Britney Spears, 18. Heather Locklear, 12. Halle Berry, 9. Nicole Kidman, 7. Phoebe Cates, 5. Phoebe Cates. Huh?
Freebie Cates?
Freebie Cates. We got no tickets to the ball game, but we got Freebie Cates. Sofia Vergara, 5. Linda Carter, 4. Jessica Biel, 3. John Stockwell's got 2. Somebody else out there has excellent taste. Probably some fag. Brad Pitt, 1. Johnny Depp's got 1. Laura Poupon has got 1. Anybody want to... Oh, I can't say that. Pat Anderson, 1. Elle McPherson's got 1. Angela Jolie has got 1. And wait until you see it.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Hi, this is Vice President Dick Cheney. With my grueling schedule, I can't afford not to be in shape. That's why I'm introducing my new series of high-intensity workout videos. Let's Cheney-size to the oldies. We'll start with jumping jacks. Now, it's important to remember to pace yourself and only work out within your limitations. So then, feet shoulder-width apart, hands at the sides, and begin. 1.
Hold on. Clear!
Oh. Guess I tried to do a little too much. 2.
Hold on. Clear!
Oh. Now I'm getting warmed up. 3.
Whoa! Clear!
10:44 at 560 WQAM on the... And don't forget, 11:30, we got those numbers coming out, man. Those trends. Those important, even though it's just 1 month. It's just April. But it's February, March, and April. Right?
Yeah.
And we'll make something out of it. Even if there ain't nothing there, we'll just invent something. In fact, I think we'll make these numbers up today. We'll lie a lot.
Duff's very anxious. We just chatted about that in the tea room.
Anxious about what? Oh, you were in the tea room with Duff?
Yeah,
I won't let
right
that
next to
around.
him.
Huh. You were right next to him?
Right next to him.
I'll be damned. And what did he have to say?
He was just jumping around. He was very anxious.
If I walked into the tea room and I saw Duff jumping around, I would kind of like jump right on out and wait till a little bit later on. Anyway, a radio station suspended its airing of an ad for black Republican congressional candidate Vernon Robinson that rails against illegal immigration and signs off in Spanish with the words, "Yo, gringo." This is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, your territory, North Carolina. Yo, gringo. Yeah. WSJS AM said it made the decision over the holiday because it was unclear if the sponsor was clearly identified in the otherwise English ad, which contends the prevalence of Spanish spoken in the U.S. can make Americans feel like they're in the Twilight Zone. Only the final line is in Spanish and words that translate to, "Yo, gringo." This episode of the Twilight Zone was paid for by Robinson for Congress. Robinson said Tuesday that the tagline was intended as a way to underscore his message, but he grudgingly agreed to let the station edit it into English. The catchphrase, "Yo gringo," a contemptuous Spanish term for Americans, remains. There's nothing in the regulations that says you can't run an ad in Spanish on a Polish radio station, said Robinson, who added he's considering filing a complaint with the FCC. FCC spokesman Rod Royce said he didn't know immediately whether there was a requirement on the language of political ad disclaimers. WSJS manager Tom Hamilton said other political ads were temporarily suspended on the station until the problem with Robinson's ad was resolved yesterday. In a statement, Robinson said the flap over the last line does not change the overall message of the ad to show the importance of securing our borders, stopping the illegal immigration invasion, and making English the official language of the USA.
Increíble.
That's in your neck of the woods, like I said, your red neck of the woods, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I think you may have a point. Yo, gringo.
Winston-Salem's a city.
Huh?
Winston-Salem is a city.
No.
Yeah. We don't have any of those in my neck of the
woods. There's a bulletin for you, folks. Winston-Salem is a city, just like Neenah Menashe's cities.
I don't go near any cities when I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, I don't blame you. Especially up there. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I wanted to put Catherine Harris on the poll.
WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
How about Jessica Alba with her little shoes?
She has little shoes?
Yeah, she's got little shoes.
Okay, thank you so much. I bet you Imelda Marcos has got little shoes, too, and big ones and medium ones. Jessica who?
Alba.
Oh, Alba. I used to drink that.
Alba?
WQAM, hello.
Melba?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Speaking.
How about Raquel Welch?
How about her? Okay, there you go. That's a simple one. That's plain and up front, so to speak. Right?
We'll take it.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I talk to Neil?
Speaking.
Oh, Neil. This is Joan from the Key. A few years ago, my mother, I, and my daughter were all watching Gone with the Wind. We all love Clark Gable. He's every woman's all-time fantasy.
Well, there you go. Okay, thanks, Joe.
Okay.
Have a great day. Clark Gable, okay. You have to be a little long in the tooth, I guess, but then who the hell am I to talk? Clark Gable, right?
I don't think he's every woman's all-time fantasy.
Well, that's what she says, and who the hell are you to argue? Are you some kind of a woman? Is that it? 5-6, well, of course, she'd have to tell that to the lady who called in Brad Pitt, and the one who called in Johnny Depp, and the queen that called in Brad Pitt, whatever, you know. Everybody's got their own thing, okay? WQAM, hello.
I'm a stupid idiot.
WQAM, hello.
Good morning. Got a
Yes, sir.
Got a name for the poll?
Okay.
Rachel Ward. W-A-R-D.
Rachel Ward.
Hot stuff.
Okay, thanks, Pally.
Okay.
And have a great day. WQAM, hello.
Jacqueline Smith.
Jacqueline Smith. Police! 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Britney Spears, 22, Heather Locklear. You know who really gets on my nerves is Lisa Gibbons. You know who that is?
Of course I do.
She's on
Easy Rock. You can set your dial to 97.3 and leave it there all day long.
She does these spots here for Easy Rock 97.3 FM, and she's like all over Toronto in these spots. And she just annoys the crap. But there's just something.
It's easy to listen to.
Actually, she looks pretty good. She's fine looking if she just shut her yap. You know what? Lisa Gibbons. Anyway, Britney Spears 22, Heather Locklear 14, Halle Berry 13. How come nobody said Alexandra Paul yet? There's something wrong, man. She just vanished after that movie. What else was she ever in, do you know?
Baywatch for like 100 years.
Oh, was she really?
And did other movies, too, sure.
Oh, I didn't know anybody had a name on that show besides Pamela Sue Lee.
A lot of hotties
Halle
on
Berry,
that show.
13, Nicole Kidman, 11, Linda Carter, 7. And then what was his name with the black hair that way? I can never think of his name. Billy,
Warlock?
Yeah. Phoebe Cates, 7, Sofia Vergara, 7, Angelina Jolie, 6. Lowly. She's a little lowly on the list. Johnny Depp, 5. Jessica Biel, 3. Elle Macpherson, 3. Brad Pitt's got 3. Wow. Salma Hayek's got 3. Sandra Bullock, 3. Pam Anderson's got a pair. Sally Struthers, 2. John Stockwell, 2. Vanessa Williams, 1. Laura Poupon, 1. And Jessica Alba's got 1. None yet. The big O for Samantha Fox. Allison Sweeney. Raquel Welch. Clark Gable and Rachel Ward. They haven't gotten to it out of 116. Got a good article here for the next hour I better do it at 11 to 11:30. Don't let me forget, because once those numbers come in, that's it. We're done. Because we got that ball game pregame at 12:30. And I'm thinking to myself, if they were really smart, well, not so smart necessarily, but if they just wanted to, let us out a half hour early on the days when we have the ball game, let's put the Crow on like at noon.
I like that one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good way to really blow off the whole audience.
Manny Ramirez.
WQAM, hello.
Good morning, here.
Yes, sir.
I got Ryan and Alex Pinella.
Wow. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy what?
Crawford.
Crawford, okay, thank you. Is it me or are these people not articulating too well today?
Crawford.
Wow.
Cindy
WQAM,
Crawford.
hello.
Hello?
Maybe he was talking about Johnny Crawford. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Speak to me.
I'd like to recommend Madonna.
Okay,
as
we'll pass, but thank you so much. Let's put Madonna on there. A lot of guys think she's hot. Don't ask me why, because she also, and keep in mind one thing, Denise Rodman, okay? Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Tainted meat.
Man, the wicked worm, Denise Rodman.
Same for Pam, too.
In fact, that'd be a good poll one day. Who'd you rather cohabit with, Denise Rodman or Denise Potvin? What a thought. Wow. The worm or the frog? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM line 9.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Great.
This is for your poll from the Great White North.
Okay.
How about Pornikova?
How about Anna Kournikova?
Pornikova, yeah.
Anna Kournikova, I like it. Thanks
All
a
right.
lot, Pally.
Thanks, bud.
And have a great life. Anna Kournikova, there's one of your favorites.
Sure.
The old tree trunk gal.
Whatever.
I still think she's a beard, but nevertheless, what do I know? Maybe she's got a beard.
What do I care?
I don't really care. That's right. How's Pavel Bure doing? WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, QAM.
Yes, sir.
I got two of them, actually. One past and one present.
Okay.
I'm thinking Drew Barrymore for present, and in the past is Terry Garr out of Young Frankenstein.
Okay, thank you. Terry Garr, I never would have thought of her. She's always stoned off her ass. Remember that night she was on? What show was it?
I don't know. I missed it.
You never saw that?
No.
Well, they showed the clip of it. I don't know why it was either on Leno or Letterman or one of those shows. She was just smashed, just off her gourd. Terry Garr, and who's the other one? He said Drew Barrymore. There you go. And then before we get done, probably somebody will say Ethel Barrymore. Hey, if you loved Eleanor Roosevelt, you'll love Ethel Barrymore. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time favorite fantasy? Britney, 29. Nobody's going to touch Britney. They would sure like to, but nobody's going to come close. They're all just jealous. They're just, and to think, well, what, is she ever going to be linked with a guy that looks human even?
No. Let's hope not.
First it was like Justin Tinkerbell, who by the way, Justin Tinkerbell ought to be on death row, him and Janet Jackson, for what the excuse they created for the broadcast debacle here. Thanks a lot, Justin, you little twit. And then she was with her 3-hour marriage there with her boyfriend from Louisiana.
Yeah, Dumbo.
Old Doofus Jr. He made Bush look good. WQAM, hello.
Yes, Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra, okay, Pally, thanks so much. Got it? Good.
We got it.
Let's get 1,000 names on this list. See, you're right, it was my bad for doing this on a day when we got a short show, but nevertheless, it takes all the pressure off these people. They can call in real quick, give us a name, or just make some kind of a stupid sound like they like to do, and then we just move right on, right?
Okay.
11:30, boy, and you're right, he must be farting up a storm, that's why he's hanging out in the tea room. Or maybe he's just cruising it. But he must be like really doing the old green apple quick step because he gets really nervous on these days, as if somehow this relates to him and Clarence. Oh, by the way, Clarence, speaking of Justin Tinkerbell, the whole staff has a message for you, Clarence.
Bye, bye, bye!
But anyway, yeah, those awful rejoins you're doing. He's one of our best. I mean, that has to go. That is so. Does the Beast agree with us on that?
What are you talking about?
You know those rejoins like the one for Eddie K or the one out for Hank. He's one of our best. Oh. Well, what is that? You know, I don't even know where that thing came from. It's just awful. It's so Bush League. It's like something you hear like in Two Egg, Florida. Get rid of it, okay? Well, that's Clarence, man. That's what happens. Well, that's right. I'm forgetting it's your boyfriend, so I'm sorry.
I still don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Stepped on your toes. Well, probably because you're not listening like George. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, for your poll, the girl from Who's the Boss, what was her name?
Alyssa Milano?
That's it.
Alyssa Milano, thank God somebody watches that awful show. Thank you, sir, and have a great day. You got it. Alyssa Milano. Who's the Boss? Is that show still on?
I don't know.
Well, the Beast must know.
On
he knows
reruns, maybe. On Lifetime or something. On reruns.
On Lifetime?
Oxygen, I don't know.
Who's the Boss? Wow.
Clarence.
How about Shirley Jones? 567, how about David
Shirley,
Cassidy? How about, what's her name from that show? Susan Day. Huh? But we're not putting them on just because I'm making a list of names. I'm just suggesting there got to be some people out there into those folks.
In her day, I would have.
There you go. In her day, and in David's day, but that's another story. Anyway, see, it can be now or in the past. Like John Stockwell's 43 years old right now. He ain't looking quite. Although even when he was young in that movie Christine, he had like a receding hairline. Bad. He could have used Moses Apiece a little bit. Would have helped him out. But now he's 43. He's like writing and directing and all of these things. And they actually have pictures on the different websites of what he looks like now. You don't want to see him. And the same with a lot of these other people. No, I mean, even just out of curiosity. Of course, you don't even know who he is anyway.
Sure I do. He's that guy from that movie.
He's the guy from, he was, what's his name's friend?
Tom Cruise.
Keith. No, that's in the other movie, too. He was everybody's friend. He was never like anybody by himself, except in My Science Project. The other movies, he was always like kind of an appendage, which raises certain possibilities. 1057 at 560 WQM. Speaking of that, if you'd like to be able to see your appendage and get rid of that gigantic pupik, you're probably on one of those low-carb diets. You know, I saw a thing on the other day. It was just on one of these websites, maybe it was CNN, just garbage about, well, is the low-carb fat over already? Because Krispy Kreme is announcing, oh, please, is the low-carb fat already? Are you schmitting me? Every restaurant you see, everywhere you go, it's low-carb diet this, low-carb menu that. So whether you're on the Atkins, Sugar Buster, South Beach, or any low-carb diet, you've got to have some variety, and that's why you love Delights of West Boca. It's the #1 low-carb store in America. Now, a lot of the new reduced-carb products on store shelves are geared toward cutting back on carbs, but not on you losing weight. So what's the point of that? Delights of West Boca's expertise has always been on the weight loss phase of low-carb dieting. Delights carries over 1,000 products with a focus toward the lowest possible carbs that can really help you onto a successful low-carb weight loss plan. And the key is they got things that actually have some taste to them that'll give you some variety so you can stay on your program, whichever one it is. The spring sale is in full swing right now, so stop by the store. They got a staff that knows inside and out low-carb dieting. They're open 7 days a week from 10 to 10. Delights of West Boca is on the northeast corner of Glades and 441 right next to Boston Market, or call them toll-free at 1-877-LOW-CARB, LOWCARB, or on the web it's lowcarb.com. A lot of stores with similar names, a lot of rip-off artists, but there's only one. It's Delights of West Boca, and it's your official Atkins retail center.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
It's Sting! Oh, in Miami town.
Absolutely.
At 560 WQAM.
This is the Geldie Show. The Geldie Show. Hiya, everybody. Welcome to the Geldie Show. I'm going to change the face of sports radio, 'cause now I'm the voice of the Panthers. And an elephant of modern radio. Oh, boy! I got lots to do here, like talk to the same three callers about sports, and sports. I even got lots of hilarious comedy bits.
Coach Coker, I'm a Coker head.
the spots. You're washed up. Now you're the bum. You can't hit me no more. You can't hit me, Mo.
What do you think? I can't hear you? You're on the radio, you moron.
Oh, hi, Mo.
Hey, look, maybe I was a little out of line. The things I said hit you like that.
Yeah, you were. And I'm not gay.
Sure, I know. In all fairness, that big fat old guy they stuck me with kisses me like you used to do, but he's not you.
Ah, that's so sweet. You make me almost want to come back with you.
Geldie, yesterday my life was filled with joy. Geldie, and now I'm stuck with a guava-loving goy. You're my best sidekick and foil. I miss how you talk like a goyle. Geldie, your sport holds you. I miss you.
Momo. That chance I'll come back. You monkey heeb. Momo. I ain't worth getting smacked on the show that stings. Pack a sandwich and have a good time while you're waiting on the unemployment line.
Why, you little man, call me a bum. I'll show you the bum. Are you upstart, you interloper?
Number one with 16 bullets this week. It's 11:04 at 560 WQAM. Now, we don't want to drag the beast in the middle of all that stuff again. Now that he's mending his fences with Mo, and he actually wound up on that show again.
No.
What?
Don't say that.
I thought when I was there you were telling me about how Mo was kissing your ass and the two
I
were
didn't say from his part.
Kissing and making up, and you're like pretty tight now, and
no, I didn't say that.
You might waddle your way back into that show as soon as Geldie finds something else to do and gets away from there. And by the way, Juan from Little Havana, Mo lies like crazy all the time. What sources? I can't say that enough because he just refuses to admit. Of course, he's in an impossible position because no matter who's with him in there, they hate him like poison anyway. So what's he going to do? Say, well, you're right, Geldie hates me, and he's sitting here only because he needs the job. You know, what's he going to say?
I think the Big O likes him a lot, though.
The Big, that's something. The Omo show. Wow. One Omo show on this station's enough.
I'm a homo?
Oh, brother, the Mo and O show. That's the Big O. He is not ready for prime time and never will be, by the way. Please, Cracker, please. Just keep him there at the Dolphin Banquet. Keep him occupied. WQAM, hello.
Yes, go on for the poll.
Yes, sir.
How about Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones, you got it, man.
Thanks very much.
And have a great day. You got it, Catherine Zeta-Jones. She used to be Catherine Zeta-Jones, and now she's Catherine Zeta-Jones for whatever reason. But that's okay. Michael Douglas says it's,
okay.
Okay. And in his case, it ought to be okay. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? You see, with me, John Stockwell, I picked as somebody, and I didn't do it just to be different, but it's not like a big star like anybody can say Raquel, which, be honest, that's okay. If it happens to be Britney or somebody like that, that's fine. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it could be somebody who's fairly obscure, not one of the really well-known big superstars, but if that's the person that cranks your chain the most, that's fine. What's wrong with that? What's not to like, huh? And I'm sitting there watching that movie, Christine. 58 Plymouth. Was it a Plymouth Fury? Is that what it was?
Yes, it was.
I would have sworn that it was a Dodge or DeSoto. I mean, they're all Plymouth cars, but I would have, sworn. And I would have been wrong. Plymouth Fury. And the fury of the Plymouth hath no equal. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley and Nancy O'Dell.
Okay, you got them on. Thank you. See, now they're doing pairs. They're doing
what else is
pairs. Well, that's okay. We don't really care because you're short on time today anyway. We only really got to 11:30 anyway. And then when the ratings start coming in here and Duff starts crying like a little child, and then Geldie be there with him too to commiserate. We really don't know. You never have any idea. But like I said, it's not so important that we succeed because we're doing pretty well. It's that certain other people fail big time. And you probably have an idea of some of the people I'm talking about. I don't want to tip it off to the audience.
No. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like some of the people we used to work for, like Mike Disney, he's probably going to go right in the tank with that party crap.
That's my opinion. I'm Mike Disney.
Yeah. I think the party's over, sweetheart. I keep telling you that, and you refuse to listen. And by the way, Cheryl says, well, I can't say it. She's getting married, did I tell you that? And don't call me anymore, Cheryl. Have a great life. I wish you all the best. And happy birthday in advance. WQAM, hello.
Don't forget Nicolette Sheridan.
Nicolette Sheridan, there you go. How could we forget her? Okay, thank you.
And don't forget Lassie.
Yeah, that sounds right up your alley. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wire. Well, she wouldn't be the first dog that we got on there, right? We've had a few on that list. WQAM, hello.
Dear God.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
Pretty good.
This afternoon, I guess.
This evening.
I just want to call and say Christina Ritchie.
Who was it? I couldn't hear it because my fax machine's making a lot of noise.
Oh, I apologize. Christina Ritchie.
Christina Ritchie, okay.
Thank you.
You got it, man. She ain't no Joe Ritchie from Pompano Park, but she's doing the best she can. You notice nobody said Susan Lucci yet. Thank goodness. I guess Freaky Carlos hasn't called in yet.
I don't think
one of the great
will.
benefits of not being there, not having to see that bitch on the way out of there every day. Oh, boy. I'm not really sure whether it's Screw-Ann, that bitch, or the bitch at the...
Attention, man.
Anyway, here's one from Bob in Tallahassee. He says, how about Jenna Jameson? Now we're talking.
Okay.
And somebody says Jamie Lee Curtis. Holy moly, Jamie Lee Curtis. But I can see that. She's got there some people, some guys that like that kind of dykey,
Yeah, you're right. There are.
Right. She's dykey and yet not overly dykey like, say, Janice Karpinski,
I mean,
Who could be that dykey, huh?
That's a man, baby.
Even Mikey ain't that dykey. Allie McGraw, somebody says. She must be about 80 now,
At least.
And she also was very butch-looking, I thought. Didn't you think she was kind of macho-looking?
Absolutely.
Allie McGraw. She was, in fact, more macho-looking than Ryan O'Neal, whatever his name was. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
He keeps popping up in a conversation for some reason. Nobody's heard from him in ages. He's dying of some horrible disease, I believe. I read in the Inquirer somewhere. Ryan O'Neal. What a love story. And you still can't remember Ray Milland playing a daddy.
No.
You don't?
No.
Did you see that movie?
No.
You never saw Love Story? Well, good, don't.
No.
Horrible.
No chance.
Why?
Love Story.
Oh. A little too syrupy, I see.
What's the point?
Well, it ain't as good as that toilet one that you keep trying to get me to watch.
That's right.
Toilet spotting. God almighty.
You didn't even get to the best part.
Although I hear it was kind of crappy. WQAM, hello.
I have a name for the poll.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. Lay it on us.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain. I love Shania Twain. What's not to like? Thank you so
she's
much.
so dead gorgeous. Britney Spears, Brad. Take Shania any day.
Okay, you got her. Thank you. We'll send her right over. She'll be knocking on the door. Okay? Just send the missus down the street for a little, something at 7-Eleven. For one of them pickled eggs. 5670560, pound 560. Britney, of course, is leading. That was the beast pick, Britney. Britney Spears, 37. Halle Berry, 21. Heather Locklear, 17. Nicole Kidman, 12. Angelina Jolie's got 11. Sofia Vergara's got 11. Selma Hayek's got 10. Phoebe Cates, 10. Anna Kournikova has got 10. See, I like that better. We can't say Anna Kournikova no more because that would be bad. People say, oh, gee, what did you say? Well, Anna Kournikova does good. Johnny Depp's got 9. He's the leading male on there so far. Linda Carter, 8. Raquel Welch, 8. Alyssa Milano, 7. Elle McPherson, 6. Pam Anderson's got 6. Take that, Mr. Negatory. Brad Pitt's got 6. Carmen Electra, 5. Sandra Bullock, 5. Jessica Biel is madder than hell, and she ain't going to take it anymore because she's only got 4.
Good.
Rachel Ward. Good what?
More for me.
The more for you, and just like what I got John Stockwell, if we can just turn the clock back. In fact, look at that. He's right on her ass.
I'll go get the hose.
Oh, there's a few of those on this list. Rachel Ward, 3. Jacqueline Smith, 2. John Stockwell's got a pair. Sally Struthers, 2. Jessica Alba's got 2. Laura Prepon has got 1. Oh, in fact, she's on there twice. Nice going. She's got 3 if you add them together. She's so good, she's on there twice. Cindy Crawford, 1. Samantha Fox, 1. Vanessa Williams, 1. Jamie Lee Curtis has 1, and I don't doubt that for a minute. Madonna, Drew Barrymore, Terry Garr, Allison Sweeney, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Elizabeth Hurley, Nancy O'Dell, Ed O'Dell, Christina Ritchie, Jenna Jameson, Clark Gable, Allie McGraw, Tug McGraw, Shania Twain. I have none. Didn't Tug McGraw just die, Beast?
I don't know if it was just.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a shame. He was a guy that actually had a personality, an athlete with a personality. Not necessarily a really good one. He was okay. He was kind of fun, right? Tug McGraw, the old tugger. 12 minutes after 11 at 560 QM. We got the Marlins on deck coming up at 12:30, but at 11:30 we got those trends coming, baby. And there are people in that building and all through the radio industry are carrying a heavy load as I speak.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Well, if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers should Peter Piper pick? Oh, I almost got it. It's John Stevens.
Week after week, I wondered why.
Warm it up with John wondering why, baby.
Did America keep that red-headed guy?
Ooh, because like Muhammad, I have a pretty face.
He couldn't sing, he could not dance.
Ooh, it's all a matter of opinion, baby.
Never had a real chance.
Well, aren't you sweet?
I bet they love him in France.
Ooh, we're being friends.
John Stevens, adios, bye-bye. They finally threw you off of play. Now go away.
Oh, wait, where am I going?
So long, John Stevens, hope you had fun. Your voice made me want to shoot myself with a gun. Please go away.
Ooh, that's a little hurtful, baby.
You're no Reuben, you're no Clay.
Ooh, I agree with you there, baby. Much taller than Clay and much skinnier than Reuben.
Now the show is free.
Ooh, that's a nice effect.
I won't have to kick in my TV.
Ooh, a violent man.
I can watch next week.
Go ahead.
Without hearing your crooning little shriek.
Well, aren't you nice?
Thanks for the funny memory.
Ooh, you're certainly welcome, I am sure.
Now that you're gone, you must be relieved.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I had some flop sweat going.
Just like a warm summertime breeze.
Like a warm breeze over my bare buttocks.
You're out the door.
I am out the door.
Don't have to hear no more. So long, John Stevens, adios, bye-bye. They finally threw you off of the eye. Now go away.
Appreciate the harmonies, baby. All the hard work for John Stevens.
So long, John Stevens, hope you had fun. Your voice made me want to shoot myself with a gun. Please go away.
Ooh, I find that slightly humorous.
'Cause you're no Reuben, you're no Clay.
John Stevens out.
11:18 at 560 WQAM Marlins baseball 12:30 pregame. I don't know how to spell Marisa Tomei. That's obvious from the facts. It says Torme would do, but I'll wind her biological clock. She was in a movie that I don't think we can say the name of it on the air anymore. The Tom Green movie.
Oh yeah, no, we can't even.
Can we say Freddie got fingered?
No.
We can't say that.
Can't even think about it.
Anyway, Nadine says, who's just obsessed with Johnny Depp and is just from Morris Plains, New Jersey, Nadine the Queen. She says, what a bummer to have to write and rewrite my letter appropriately. I can only imagine the hoops that you, Boca Brian, and staff need to go through to do the show during this reign of fear and censorship. What surprises me is how quiet all the local New York City radio personalities are regarding censorship. They don't come near the quality of your show, your excellent talent, or your sophisticated website. They suck. Oops, can I say that? Nadine says, and the answer is no. For your poll, hands down, his pants. Johnny Depp is my love since he was 12. As I've told you in the past, my daughter Julie's boyfriend in Miramar is that incestuous. Who cares? Anyway, since Johnny's already on the poll, how about Tom Welling, Mr. 14? And then it says, Daddy can't ain't small potatoes either. Well, I haven't seen him, but I'm surprised nobody has said that. Some lady or some queen?
Well, there you are.
Huh?
They did now.
They did not. Well, I'm not talking about Tom Welling. I'm talking about John Schneider from back in the day. From that awful, one of the all-time worst shows in history. So bad that even as good as he looked. I've told you this and it's true. But it is on again now. It's on one of those retro stations that you don't get. Somebody says, well, we got two here for Beyonce. Got that? Got it down now, Beast?
Already on there.
Good. Van Diesel.
Vin.
Huh?
Vin Diesel.
Van Diesel. I know who it is. He's been on a zillion of our polls. Will you just relax? Jesus, you're starting to get like Marvin the Raw Man. Remember what happened to him?
No.
Vin Diesel, Billy D. Williams, and also Beyonce. It says also Serena Williams as well. Okay?
All right.
Somebody says Ellen Nordgren, spelled very badly. Tiger Woods' fiancée. Thank you, Rob. Butchered up a little on spelling. Charlize Theron. Well, what's not to like? So that's good. We're getting a lot of faxes on this because time is a wasting, man. Look at this. It's already 11:20. Can you imagine the sounds coming out of the programming office? That programming orifice is probably spewing some out right now. Sounds that we can't play in the air anymore. Craig Unger writes, The Great Escape in the New York Times. It's short, but I got to get it in. Oh, you're going to read something? Yeah. Americans who think the 9/11 Commission is going to answer all the crucial questions about the terrorist attacks are likely to be sorely disappointed, especially if they're interested in the secret evacuation of Saudis by planes that began just after 9/11. We knew that 15 out of 19 hijackers were Saudis. We knew that Osama bin Laden, a Saudi, was behind 9/11, yet we didn't conduct a police-style investigation of the departing Saudis, of whom 24 were members of the bin Laden family. That is not to say they were complicit in the attacks. Unfortunately, though, we may never know the real story. The investigative panel has already concluded that there's no credible evidence that any chartered flights of Saudi Arabian nationals departed the U.S. before the reopening of national airspace, but the real point is that there were still some restrictions on American airspace when the Saudi flights began. In addition, new evidence shows that the evacuation involved more than the departure of 142 Saudis on 6 charter flights that the Commission is still investigating. According to newly released documents, 160 Saudis left the U.S. on 55 flights immediately after 9/11, making a total of about 300 people left with the apparent approval of the Bush administration, far more than has been reported before. The records were released by the Department of Homeland Security in response to a Freedom of Information Act request filed by Judicial Watch, a conservative nonpartisan watchdog group in Washington. The vast majority of the newly disclosed flights were commercial airline flights, not charters, often carrying just 2 or 3 Saudi passengers. They originated from more than 20 cities, including Chicago, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, and Houston. One Saudi Arabian Airlines flight left Kennedy Airport September 13th with 46 Saudis. The next day, another Saudi Arabian Airlines flight left with 13 Saudis. The panel has indicated that it's yet to find any evidence that the FBI checked the manifest of departing flights against its terror watch list. The departures of additional Saudis raise more questions for the panel. Richard Clark, the former counterterrorism czar, told the Hill newspaper recently that he took full responsibility for approving some flights, but we don't know if other Bush administration officials participated in the decision. The passenger should have been questioned about any links to Osama bin Laden or his financing. We've long known that some faction in the Saudi elite has helped funnel money to Islamist terrorists, inadvertently at least. Prince Ahmed bin Salman, who has been accused of being an intermediary between Al-Qaeda and the House of Saud, boarded one of the evacuation planes in Kentucky. Was he interrogated by the FBI before he left? If the Commission dares to address these issues, it will undoubtedly be accused of politicizing one of the most important national security investigations in American history in an election year, no less. But if it does not, it risks something far worse, the betrayal of the thousands of people who lost their lives that day, not to mention millions of others who want the truth. That's written by Craig Unger in the Times today. He's author of House of Bush, House of Saud, which is one of about 6 books I got piled up in the other room. And I'm reading them like all at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little of this, a little of
that.
that.
Yeah, exactly. A chapter over here, a few pages over there. That's the only way you can get it done. Okay, let's take a look at that poll. Let's take a peek at it. We only got 7 minutes till those numbers start coming out.
Oy.
Wow. Just hang on tight, Duff. Hang on to Clarence tight. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? Britney Spears, is there any doubt? 38. Halle Berry, 28. Heather Locklear, 18. Raquel Welch, 16. Angelina Jolie, 14. Nicole Kidman and Anna Pornikova, 13. Johnny Depp's got a dozen. Selma Hayek, a dozen. Sofia Vergara, 11. Alyssa Milano, 10. Phoebe Cates, 10. Everybody else, small potatoes. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello. QAM. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got 2 for your poll, if that's all right. One local personality and then one like a national one. Local, Channel 4, Maggie Rodriguez. And national, Beverly D'Angelo.
Okay, thank you. That sounded a little like Reverend Jones, didn't it?
A little bit,
but maybe he just kissing cousin or something like that. 5670560, because usually you're like, it's him, but you kind of like curtailed that recently because what's the point, you know?
He didn't set off any alarms, so I don't think he's him.
He didn't say the great one. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, could I speak to Neil, please?
Speaking.
Neil?
Yes, I am.
This is not Neil.
Okay, it's not Neil. It's Moishi Pupik.
Neil, is that you?
Yeah, we don't have time to go through this.
No, I got a couple for you, Neil.
Okay.
I got Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Barbara Eden, we love, yes, and?
Stella Stevens.
Stella Stevens, okay.
Right. That's it, buddy.
And thank you so much.
Oh, Neil, one more thing.
Yeah.
That Elisa Milano, she's on Charmed now. Charmed? Elisa
yes,
Milano?
That's
her newest thing.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Say goodbye, please. Is this Neil? Is this really Neil? I mean, no, it's not. Is it? No, I'm just kidding around, okay? What a kidder. How about Margot Kidder? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What?
She's still crazy.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Got one for you. Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger, okay, thank you. See, the problem with this poll is it comes out like, some of the other ones. It's not, I mean, that's okay. We want an honest answer. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy, okay? Somebody that just drives you up the wall, climbing on the wall, screaming, and biting that pillow real hard, Duff. I'm sorry. So now we're going to do this break, and when we come back, you notice how quick this creeped up on us here today?
Yeah, like nothing.
These numbers are going to start puking across the fax machine, and people are going to start making all kinds of guttural noises all over the market. So, for sure, everybody in the business or whoever was in the business or ever even passed by a radio station is listening right now, hanging on for dear life. And probably not a bad idea, the way things are going. Summertime in South Florida guarantees three things: heat, humidity, and hurricanes. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you protect your home during hurricane season, which we're already in, by the way. Florida New Code Hurricane Shutters has installed shutters in over 3,000 homes in South Florida over the past decade. From panels, accordion, roll-down, or Bahama shutters, Florida New Code Hurricane Shutters make it easy for you to select the hurricane protection for your home that your home needs. Call 954-868-4935 for your free home estimate. If you own a two-story home, you know how much trouble it is using a ladder to put up those shutters. But now the good news is Florida New Code now offers you a new steel panel system designed to be installed from the inside on second-floor windows, so you don't have to use those ladders and practically break your neck. They'll even give you credit for your existing hurricane protection toward any new purchase, too. So with hurricane season upon us already, call Florida New Code Hurricane Shutters today at 954-868-4935. That's 954-868-4935. Florida New Code Hurricane Shutters, providing South Florida hurricane protection over the past decade. Get it right.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. WQAM.
You better listen to me. Would have been a big star by now. With that little thick, squeak voice, how do you expect to get anywhere, you little puny puke? We say puke? I don't even know anymore.
The more I hear you.
Yeah, what about it?
The more I hate you.
What do I tell you?
And when I hear you, I wanna die. Your pecorine, no toenail cheese aroma. Puts me in a coma and points my eye.
Why, I ought to smack you. There, see? I know my smell attracts you. But unlike Zach, you've still got a job. I feel just like that you are my kid brother. And one yiddy to another. That's why you're still not fired. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi. Our morning show can put you in a coma. Yes. Can't wait till it's over. All right, that's enough.
11:32, 28 till noon at 560 WQAM. 12:30, it's Marlins on deck. Reds at the Marlins at PP Park at 105. The Humper from the Belmont at 4, and then we got the Big at 7 tonight. Eddie K after that debacle finishes. I don't see any stuff puking off the fax machine yet.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Nobody's come rushing in there yet and say, oh, guess what?
No.
I'll be damned. Maybe they're kind of like hovering over the fax machine. You think?
I'm sure.
Or maybe they're just hanging out together, Clarence and Duff. Well, we'll see. It should be any minute now. I got a brainstorm. Okay. That is, once the numbers start coming in, since it distracts me, Beast hasn't got anything to do with that point except when we do the breaks. So the Beast will take your calls off the air, right, and add to our list. What?
Come on.
I beg your pardon? I thought that was a spectacular idea. What's wrong with that?
It's not even hooked up, I don't think, the headset.
Get out of here. It's not even hooked up. We're going to hook you up, okay, to that funny-looking chair we got? The one that Randy left her remark on?
As a matter of fact, why just today?
Why just today what? Because the Beast happens to be there today, that's why.
But I think every day the Beast should take all our calls off the air.
That's a thought, that's right. Josh don't have time to do that. He's too busy coming up with ideas how to keep Dave Van Boring awake and how to straighten out his hairpiece. So Josh can't be bothered with that. Plus, Josh is still busy trying to figure out how to sabotage Eric so we can get involved, make some money off that website. But in the meantime, Beast ain't got much going on. No, seriously, and I thought it was a good idea, because otherwise we'll have a short list, then they'll say, well, gee, why didn't you get mine on there?
It's not a short list, there's like 700 names on there.
Well, that's not enough. There's 8 million fantasies out there in Radioland, man. And believe me, you ain't one of them. And neither are the rest of us. Wow. What a motley-looking crew. And although I'm sure that there are some people out there while they're listening to this show, they're getting pretty worked up. What, somebody just came in?
Yep.
Okay, so now the Beast will take your calls and add whatever your choice is to our list while we ponder over these numbers. Who just popped in there, Duff?
Yeah.
And what's that look on his face? Is it hopeful?
Good, he says good.
Good. There you go. Nice going, Duff. All right. Couldn't have done it without you, Duff. It's the Duffer, baby.
Relaxed once again.
Oh.
Duff, get off this instantly.
Okay, just calm down now. So we'll see how these numbers play out. Now, this is just a trend. This is February, March, and April. I could explain to you how these radio ratings work again. They got a big 10-gallon hat, and they stick a whole bunch of numbers in there, and they just pick out names of radio stations. It's kind of like the draw for the Belmont, you know.
I don't want to blow the surprise, but our morning guys beat Big.
Well, so we're going up, and Big, and the small 106, formerly Big, takes the, takes the pipe. And keep in mind, that's still including February. When Big had a 9-9 with Stern on in there, okay, it's February, March, and April. So can you imagine when the next trend comes out? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
It is going to be deathly. And then they'll say, well, but we got Paul and Ron in there now to goose those numbers back up. Yeah, well, goose this, okay? Man, that is really something. And, I can just wait for Howard Cohen in the Herald tomorrow, right? Oh, well, there's more evidence that Big 106 isn't hurt by the loss of the shock jock in the morning there, Howard Stern. Right. Oh, in fact, you know something that I haven't played yet today?
What's that?
No, I don't know if I'll remember to play it.
Ancient evil has returned, greater than any the world has ever known.
Oh, hello, Howard Stern.
Now, one secret government agency.
Welcome to the Federal Communications Commission.
You look like a fat black man.
Has been called upon to stand against them.
You must put your hands on the pants of a woman, don't you?
There are many that go you in the night. And we are the ones who back.
You've never done it.
Skip to the end, will you? How do I kill it?
Hell, John.
Wow.
Now banned from a radio near you.
Exactly. So anyway, thank goodness that Big 106 ain't taking a big hit because Clear Channel put all those pulled Stern off all their stations. What a bunch of idiots you people at the Herald are. You have no shame, no embarrassment. Don't worry about getting it right. Just put a bunch of crap. Just fill up some space in between the ads. That's all it is. Don't worry about whether there's anything. Huh?
Like us.
Yeah, well, now you got a good point there. Well, at least we try to be a little bit accurate once in a great while, like our very scientific poll. Now, is the Beast taking names off the air or not?
He left.
He left?
He's gone.
What do you mean he left?
He ran out the door. He said, come back. He wasn't serious, and he left.
Why was that such a bad idea?
No, he's still here. But it is a bad idea.
Why is that?
It sounds like gratuitous work for no good cause.
Okay, that's work. Just taking people off the air. All they're going to do is blurt out a name, and then you decide whether you want to stick it on there or not. That's all. Let's stick a few more names on it. You lazy fat turd burger. No wonder you're despised in the building. No wonder that Moe can't get along with you. No wonder Joe wanted you off of that show faster than you can say salami sandwich. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Salami and Swiss. Sounds trafe, but it sounds pretty good. On rye, no less. Now, let's see. All you're giving me, the reason I'm stalling is you're only giving me the 12-plus numbers.
That's what we got. That's all we have.
I understand that. They always bring us these first, and these are the least important because 12-plus means the entire audience, everybody from the age of 12 up to 155, from little tiny kids to Methuselah. Well, who cares about that?
We could pretend they matter.
Well, we don't. WCMQ-FM is number one, but they went down from a 6 to a 5.7. That's not much of a drop, dropping off that big January. Damn it. That must be because of that Guillermo Schwartz guy they got on. Power stayed right there at 5.5, number 2. Good old Power. Good old, what's his name? Kid Scurvy. Hot 105, 4.9, and this, no change. No changes. Life dropped a little bit. I don't see anything going on here. EDR dropped from a 5th, or it went up from 5th to a tie for 4th. Radio Mambi went up. Oh, so then we got another heavy spick trend here is what we got. Radio Mambi, but old spicks. 3.8 up to a 4.2. Radio Amor, 43242, WMIB, 40241. Very little change here, man. Very flat. Kiss, 36235. Where the hell is WQAM on here in 12 plus? IOD, 32 down to a 27. Uh-oh. QAM, 21 to a 24. Well, they dropped a little bit, and we went up a little bit in 12 plus. So how do you like that?
We'll take it.
We'll take it. Big 2-0 to a 2-0. But again, that's not see, and again, Howard Cohn will say, oh, there's no more change on Big. They stayed at a 2.0 share. You don't understand the ratings, and you're writing in what's supposed to be a major market newspaper, whoever you are, Howard Cohen.
Oi!
His name is probably Lipschutz. Anyway, here we go in the morning.
Do I have to dump that?
I beg your pardon?
How you doing?
What did you just say? Are you crazy? That's a name, man.
You Moe?
That's a name like Van Diesel. Boy, you guys are like a little bit emotional there.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, here we go. 6 to 10 a.m. Hot 105, number 1. Radio Mambi, number 2. Oh, boy. And again, this is 12 plus. It includes all those old beaners. 4-6 to a 5 point for Radio Mambi. Radio Amor. Okay, let's forget about it. Let's cut to the chase, okay? Let's see about the stations that anybody cares about. Radio Romance. Look at that. MIB. Where the hell is anybody? Again, it's 12 plus. Why do you do this to me? WIOD, 3-4 in the morning down to a 2-7. How do you like that?
Yeah.
We love it. QAM 1.8 up to a 2.4 12 plus. All right. Oh, this must be what Duff was talking about. Big went from a 2.7 down to a 2.2. They're wearing a 2.2 over there. Probably old Paulie's wearing that thing. He's wearing a 2.2. But again, these are numbers that mean absolutely nothing to anybody. Oh, God. And in the midday, we'll take it. You know, if we get a little goose in there, which I doubt. Let's see.
Or a duck.
Huh? 3.5 up to a 3.7 in the midday. It's not even enough to talk about. It doesn't really mean much, you know? 12 plus. But CMQ-FM is still number 1, but from a 7.5 to a 6.5. So all those rigged all that baloney they had before, it's starting to wear off. That month of January disappeared. CMQ-FM, my ass. I think Bill Tanner's responsible for that, and even though it is the Tanner building, we have nothing but contempt for Miss Tanner these days.
We're Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Junior.
Jumped in a taxi cab, I said, driver, Central Park. He looked at me so quizzically, I could tell he was in the dark. So I acted out my park charade, and with my arms the trees I made. Nobody speaks English anymore. I went down to Miami Beach where the weather is nice and sunny. I walked into a liquor store, but the guy there talks real funny. I asked him for a pint of old Jim Beam. He says, no entiendo. What does that mean? Nobody speaks English anymore. At the corner deli. Hell, I think I'm in Pakistan. Speak English, smelly. Or you can go back to Iran. I came here many years ago. Learned my ABCs. I don't say muchas gracias. I say pretty please. So get yourself to a classroom quick. You're in America now. Stop making me sick. Nobody speaks English anymore.
That's pretty obvious. I'm looking at this Men 18 Plus. Radio Mambi from a 4.0 time for 6 to 4.6. They're up to number 2 in the market. So you got CMQ-FM, no spaghetti and glaze. Radio Mambi is second in the third in Men 18 Plus. QM from a 4.2 up to a 4.5. And why have the pages stopped coming across, by the way?
I don't know. I thought there was a jam on your end. I was going to ask you about it.
There's a jam on my end? I beg your pardon?
Rectum.
There's no jam on my end. Maybe it's Duff you're thinking about.
Picking up from
where
they
said it was
left
Boysenberry. I beg your pardon?
I'm refaxing from where they stopped. And
yes,
do you want the persons 18 to 34?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
On persons 25 to 54. What do we care about those punks 18 to 34? Why do we care about that?
Just
really interesting, though, in spite of Howard Cohen's allegations in the Herald, very inappropriately, by the way, last month, that in the morning now, Let's see. Our morning guys, 3.3 in the winter book, up to a 4.2 from 13th all the way up to 7th. How do you like that? Nice going, Joe. I mean, Joe and Moe and Geldie and whoever else is in there. Okay. Let's see. Who's number one in the morning? WXDJ FM. What is that? Is that another one of those no-speaking English stations?
Duff says yes.
WXDJ went from tied for 5th to numero uno in the morning in men with a 5.6. Radio Mambi, oh my goodness, from a 4.9 to a 5.3. This is, that's exactly what it is. CMQ FM 6.4 down to a 5.3. I told you they dropped, didn't I, Duff, from that big phony January? I mean, those Wired Diaries. I mean, look at this. And WQBA is 4th in men in the morning. And then WRTO, that's another one, Radio Ritmo. The top 5 stations in the Miami market in men in the morning are all no speak Inglés. XDJ, Radio Mambi, WCMAQA FMA, QBA, and Radio Ritmo. Then Zeta, 4.1 to a 4.4. Not much of a rise there with no Stern on the air 2 out of the 3 months. Not much of an increase there, Paulie. Pretty weak, pretty lame. Man, that is pretty freaking weak. You didn't fax me any 10 to 3 numbers now. Now you're skipping over 10 to 3 in men.
No.
What's that all about?
It paused and I'm picking up again.
Oh, brother. This is really... Is it that bad, the number?
The anticipation.
It's what?
Wild anticipation.
Well, it can't be all that great.
It's fine. Congratulations.
It's fine. Okay, well, I'll wait.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, we're fine.
And I don't see the Beast answering any of these calls either.
There's no headset.
Do you?
No.
I don't have the equipment.
You must really hate
You
this
don't have the
guy.
equipment, all right. Between the ears is where you don't have the equipment.
What did he ever do to you that you hate him so much?
Really sad. I just thought it'd be nice for the audience because I can't possibly do that and do all of this at the same time. And I'm, stapling these together and doing my little handiwork here. I'm trying anyway.
I have a better idea. He can go downstairs in the lobby and we can invite people to come and talk to him in person. And he can take their suggestions.
We can go out on the street corner there and we can invite people to come and run his ass over. Sounds good to me.
No,
I don't see any midday here. You for whatever reason, the last page of the morning drive.
Something got screwed up then. Let me refax the middays.
This is really very unfortunate because I'm sure that
machine
the audience that doesn't care about this, especially just a trend, that they already find this ponderous at best and they're already looking like playing Parcheesi. They go on to the shuffleboard court, anything beside listening to this. It's only an insider radio thing, But when you see in the morning the top 5 stations, and you know whose fault that is, don't you, Duff? Is Duff still in there?
Yes.
I'm reaching over for more staples here, just relax. It's your good, close, personal buddy, Tanner, who lobbied Arbitron. Oh, we aren't getting enough Hispanic representation, yada, yada. All of that bullcrap, which is why, if you'll notice, not just in our market, but the whole nationwide in the last book, all through the roof, like all of a sudden they're multiplying like rabbits, all you Julios out there. Oh, they are?
Some of us.
I still don't have no midday. This is outrageous.
I'm faxing them now.
Jesus. Well, how come I'm getting 25 to 54 first?
Because you're behind.
I beg your pardon? Because of my behind?
Because of your big fat behind.
All right, let's see how Hank did here in the afternoon. Let's take a look at the humper, okay? Who's on once in a while. I don't even have that. This is an abortion is what this is. I got starting with number 17. In the afternoon. That's the kind of, sloppy ass job. We got the beast there who won't answer the frickin' phone. We got, between Duff and George and Clarence and the Gossamer Schwach over there.
Machine.
Huh? It's the machine? Whose machine?
Somebody's.
It ain't my machine. I got a clean machine, mister. My machine is as primo as it gets. So anyway, in the morning we did nicely. At nighttime we went up a little bit with that, Marlins goosed it up from the hockey. Anyway, the hockey's a death wish. I feel like I've been left out, and now I got 6 a.m. to midnight, persons 2554. What in God's name is this?
Because I was already faxing that. We'd already faxed all of the 8 men, 18 parts. They just didn't get to you.
Oh, brother.
This machine seized up.
Your machine seized up. Now we're talking some reality. Your machine is a piece of crap, okay?
Yeah.
Who bought that machine?
You?
Oh, sorry. I'll get a better one when I come back. All right, let's see what we got here. Monday through Friday, persons 20. I have nothing that I have,
I just refaxed them a second time.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we went down in men. Look at that. We went up a position, but we went down in the number. Although we're damn near. In fact, 10-2, we might be number one. You realize that? In fact, I guarantee we are.
Oh, I know. We are.
Men 18 plus, WCMQ coming off of that bogus January when they had like an 11 share supposedly, from a 9.0 in the winter down to a 6.5. Still number one, but hanging on by their fingernails thanks to that Guillermo Schwartz guy they got on noon to 2. We went from a 6.5 from number 3 up to a 6.3 number 2. WIOD went from a 6.8 down to 6.1. How do you like that? Radio Mambi went way up. So this is a heavy-duty Julio book, and of course the 2554 numbers will give you some insight into something. If you could see the mess that I have laid out here in front of me, it was enough to make a grown man cry, and even a doddering old fool like me as well. This is sad. Look at this. I got Love 94 is 17th in men. Yeah. That's what I got. All right, let's get back to middays here, okay? CMQ, FM, QAM, IOD, Radio Mambi, Life, Magic. Magic dropped a little bit, looks like to me. Would you say that that's an accurate assessment?
From what?
From where they were in the wintertime. They dropped a little bit from the last time. Now, what about the rest of the afternoon? Are we going to get the rest of the afternoon or not?
You're getting everything now.
I'm getting hemorrhoids. They're popping up like crazy is what I'm getting from this. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll take a couple of calls myself here since the Beast is too much of a hot shot to do it. By the way, this is the Beast's last appearance on our show. It's been nice knowing you. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, can I ask for a request?
A request? And what would that be, sir?
Kiss an African American good morning.
Couldn't hear a word he was saying. What?
You want to hang up on him is what you want to do.
What was he saying?
Nothing.
Did you dump whatever he said?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just did again. What was he talking about?
Nothing.
Okay. 5-6. I told you the Beast ought to take these calls, but no.
I can't. There's no way for me to take a call.
Why is that?
Would he
There's
want
no
to?
equipment. There's nothing to take a call with.
Well, did that just happen today? Did the earpiece...
Somebody ran off with our headset, apparently.
Somebody ran off with a headset. So if we wanted to put the calls on hold, if we wanted to have the Beast talk to you folks and take your inning crap,
well, he can put them on hold
do
with
that.
the keyboard, but...
Wow. Like I said, forget about it. Thank God for that ball game. That's all I can say. Let's see how the Humper did in the afternoon here in men. Number one, baby. All right. Nice going, fat man. Men 18 plus in the afternoon. QM action. Same thing. Dropped down in the share from number 2 of 5.3 and down to a 5.1, but up to number 1 in the standings. That's all we care about. We don't give a crap about the share when you're number 1, right?
No.
When you move up a notch. WEDR 4.9. They're number 2. Power in the afternoon 4.5 up to a 4.7. CMQFM, they're starting to drop down to where they belong in the middle of the pack. They're not fooling anybody. WIOD, the Schmidtmeister. See, I think that as you see Bush's numbers dropping, you're going to see that right-wing crap dropping too. They're finally giving up, some of them. The ones who aren't the absolute religionists, the real true believers, the ditto heads, they're finally giving up on that crap and saying, well, guess what? It turns out to be a pile of crap. Maybe we've been lied to a little bit too much and we don't want to be that embarrassed or whatever. Or maybe they just didn't get the diaries, more likely. At any rate, they down from a 5.7 to a 4.3 from number 1 in the afternoon in men to number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get organized here because of this
likewise
pile of mess that we got here.
Then did you get all the men 18 plus, or do I have to fax them?
I got them all, man.
All right.
I got all the men I can handle right now.
Great.
I don't have John Stockwell, but he's old and wrinkly now anyway, so who the hell gives a crap? Persons 25 to 54, Monday through Friday. Oh, and the first sheet you faxed me for just a second there, I thought we were number 1 in persons. I almost passed out. Mo, nice job.
Absolutely.
Oh, number 17, I'm sorry, but from a 2.3 up to a 2.8. We're making some serious progress. Okay, let me sort some of this crap out here in the last half hour so we have some idea what's going on. And then we got the Marlin ball game coming up. In fact, we got Josh slapping Dave Van Boring around at the ballpark right now a little bit to get some circulation going in those cheeks. Slap him on the face one time, too, Josh. That might help. 11:57 at 560 WQAM. We apologize profusely for the mess that this half hour has been. This has been very sad, although it keeps you on your toes. And me, too. By now, you all know about Balance for Life, and we know a big issue for a lot of you is should you do the 5-day plan or the 7-day plan. Sometimes you think about that till your brain wants to bust. The 5-day plan doesn't include the weekends, but what if you just want a few meals on Saturday and Sunday? The 7-day plan has got all the meals, but what if you have dinner plans for the weekend? It's all or nothing. But now, Balance for Life has created for you the 6-day plan. On Friday night, you'll get one big sack for the entire weekend, so you can choose which meals you want to eat and when. The best part about this plan is since Balance for Life is the only meal delivery service that offers you choices, you can choose meals from either the Saturday or Sunday menu. And to add to this plan, if you tell the wonderful folks at Balance for Life where you're going to eat out, they'll tell you which items on the menu are Balance for Life approved. What a complete service for you, because Balance for Life is working exclusively with a few local restaurants to label menu items Balance for Life approved, so move over Atkins. The Zone is the smart way to go. Plus, keep an eye out on their website, balanceforlife.com, for new and exciting changes, too. Log in now and register for their newsletter, balanceforlife.com, or give them a call toll-free if you understand this spot. Call 1-866-225-4543. That's 1-866-225-4543.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560, QAM.
This is Dick Cheney. I like to relax by having Mary Magdalene massage my balls while listening to the Neil Rogers 12 to 1 hour.
Anytime they see that we're lacking in the polls, they provide a headline that will lead you by the nose.
Hussein, they said, is the one to get. Now they have only one dictator left. Don't worry about Sudan, we got 'em. Now we're all comfy and safe. We got 'em. He won't attack us no more. We got 'em. Praise Bush like Jesus. Who say 9/11 is what they got you to believe? Can't get any dumber than a one-party country. You believe what they say, like the gullible fool, as they use the state to their corporate tool. Held the election off, we got 'em. All right. Bush has got MD, we got 'em. Get down on your knees, we got 'em.
12:02 at 560 WQAM Marlin pregame at 12:30, less than a half hour away. Thank God. Thank God. Man. Okay, now let's take a look here at 6 to 10 a.m. persons 25 to 54. Okay, this is men and women. Hot 105 is number 1, 8384, about the same. WXDJ, you see, every time it seems like there's another book or another trend, some station comes out of nowhere inexplicably and makes this wild increase. You know what I'm talking about, like Wired Diaries? I mean, wild increase.
Inexplicably?
Inexplicably, that's very well put.
Incredible.
Right. WXDJ, which, to be honest with you, if you put a gun to my head, if you stuck an Uzi up my rectum, I wouldn't be able to tell you where that is on the dial. I have no idea what that is, what they play, just like the CMQ-FM thing. They had a 4.4. They were number 6 in Men in the Morning back in the winter book, but now all of a sudden they've got a 5.4 share. They're number 2. Their Cume has just gone skyrocketing. They must be playing the Celia Cruz all day, isn't that it? That's the one that's playing the Celia Cruz records, I think.
No, we could do
I am
that.
Celia Cruz and I am dead now, but I remember when I was alive. I will
Radio Ritmo is number 3. So again, here, look at this. In the morning 2554, you got a black station number 1, Hot 105. You got XDJ, No Spigot Inglés. Radio Ritmo, No Spigot Inglés. WRMA, Radio Romancia is 4th. WAMR, Radio Amor is 4th. Tied for 4th with RMA and AMR. I think they just can't tell the call letters apart. WCMQ-FM is number 6. Oh my God. And then Power is tied for 6th.
Right.
All ethnic stations, man. All the ethnics all the time. Are there any, like, white, non-ethnic? No.
I think you had the right idea this morning before the show.
And what was that?
It's somebody's fault. I think there ought to be a lawsuit.
Oh, Bill Tanner. I think that sounds like a lawsuit to me, Greg. I think the whole station needs to sue Miss Tanner. She's the chigger in the woodpile.
We're paying him.
She's the one. Yeah, he's supposed to be the consultant for all of our stations, not just for Power, but for all of our stations. And yet he's running around opening up a big yap with Arbitron about, well, the Spanish stations I represent, they're undersampled, yada, yada, baloney, okay? If you were to believe Miss Tanner, there's only like 18 people in the whole town who speak English. Y100, what? Got a 4-3. There's 6 in the morning, and whatever this is. Zeta, 3-5 to a 4-0. They made an increase there. How do you like that? They actually went up. See, I don't lie about the numbers here, Paul and old Ron. They did, although what did they do in men? Did we figure that out yet, or do we overlook all of that?
I beg your pardon.
How did they do in men? 4-1 to a 4-4. A slight increase there, men 18 plus. Nothing spectacular, we'll see. But they did a nice increase there on persons 25-54, 3-5 up to a 4.0 with Howard Sternless, okay?
Oh, by the way, we have a headset update.
Yes.
I went and searched the studio and found where somebody had stashed it.
And where was that?
Oh, on the other side of the computer on the floor, like somebody had just thrown it on. Like
somebody Schmidt canned it?
No, somebody just like threw it away from them, you know what I mean? And it went over behind the computer, behind the counter.
Nice going, by the way, Duck and Clearance. I'm keeping all these spaz holes out of our studios there at night. Very nice job.
So we reinstalled
so that the beast who's desperate... See, if you would have said that right in the beginning instead of saying, oh, he's not going to do that, it's a bad idea. If you would have just said there's no headset.
That wasn't as fun.
Oh, I see.
It's still a bad idea.
It wasn't anywhere near it. It's not a bad idea. Why is it a bad idea?
Why would you subject anyone to talk to the callers?
So, in other words, it's okay for me to put people on like that schmuck that we had a dump before.
Yeah, you're getting paid a lot of money to put him on the air.
And what's he getting paid for? To sit there on his fat ass and eat food?
Right.
Oh. Well, now that clarifies a lot. Middays, let's see, how did we do? 25-54, men and women. Now, we have no women, so all I do is like double the number. We went from a 4-3 to a 4-4. From 9th to 6th, tied for 6th. So we went up a little bit. So the 8-8, we did about an 8-4, 8-5 in men.
Sure.
That's pretty darn good. That's certainly well enough for number 1 in men 25-54. That sounds like a bonus to me.
Cha-ching.
Of course, this is only 1 month. Only 1 month. Don't get too carried away now. Let's see. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 in the afternoon. How did the Humper do there? Humper. Where are you, Humper? 3-2 to a 3-4, from number 16 to number 15. So you take the 3-4 and you double it at 6.8. So we got about a 6.5 going there. It should be enough for number 1. I think we're going to be number 1 in men 25-54 if we stop the book right now, you know? It's like when you got a horse that's 3 lengths ahead at the top of the stretch. When you're triple, you got all 3 of your horses are there leading the pack at the top of the stretch, and you're saying, stop the race now, stop the... And, of course, they never do.
No, don't stop now, because if that CMQ trend continues, that's a crazy drop they made.
Well, what do you mean by that? We're going to pass them.
Right. Easy.
We're going to pass them like they're standing still. How did they do in midday now that you mention that? CMQ, let me take a
look.
puke
This
at
is
it.
a significant story there.
Oh, yeah, 6-1 down to a 5-1, from 2nd down to 4th in midday.
Oh, you're looking at the persons.
Right.
I was looking at the men.
No, but 25-54, the men includes a lot of old men.
Yeah.
No, obviously there were a lot of old Julios who got diaries in this.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, there's no question.
Yeah, but a 9-0
Radio
to a 6-5.
Mambi, that went out with Knickers, man. That went out with Chiquita Banana. That went out with Desi Arnaz, all of that crap. Radio Amor, my ass, and Radio, oh, jeez. It's a miracle. Let's pat ourselves on the back big time, okay? Yeah. No, seriously, how the hell do you do it in a market where nobody speaks English, and half of the ones who do speak English pretend that they don't? How the hell do you compete in the middle of that?
Okay.
What kind of a bunch of crap is that? And then you got a consultant that's running to the Arbitron company saying, oh, you're undersampling my spics, man. You're undersampling all this other garbage. Which you'll notice all across America. At least he's having some impact. He's having some clout. That screamer. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What celebrity, or let's get back to the poll, okay? Let's get back to doing the show. That was a 48-minute disaster, or 38, whatever the hell it was. Seemed like 48 hours. Huh?
They love it.
What do you mean they love it? It was incoherent. I still don't know what the hell it's all about. All I know is we must have had a pretty decent month. Did Muff extrapolate any of this?
Not yet.
Well, I'll do it right now. I'll tell you what we had in 18 plus. What did we just have in here? Well, didn't we actually go down a little bit?
A little bit. 1/10 of a point.
Yeah, but I don't think the individual month was anything to write home about. What the hell did we have in there? Can I find it? Can you find it? We got a search party out here. We're looking for it.
From
whatever it is, we had a
6.3.
6.3. So that means the 18.9, and we had, let's see, what do we have? 6.6 and a 6.1, I think, something like that, 12.7. So we had a 6.2 in April.
Okay.
Well, that's okay. Not great. Huh? That's 10-3. Now, the Mad Dog, he always holds his own. He's always throwing in a good number. So we'll see. That's only 1 month, but in the meantime, Big has fallen off the face of the earth, and Ron and Paulie picked up a little bit of the pieces there in the morning. Not spectacular, nothing sensational. And the Herald, once again, sucks the big one, okay? I mean, they're just outrageous. And Tom Jicker, where are you, huh? You got a major FM there with 100,000 watts on the dial. That's been like a major player thanks to Stern, and now they're dropping off the face of the globe. We even beat them in the morning, 12 plus, no less, is how bad they're dropping. And he can't be bothered writing about it. This is the kind of urinalism you get in South Florida, man. You got 2 fish wrappers, and it's really pathetic. That's why you ought to be reading our website. Now, getting back like I started to the poll question, and it's a damn good thing that the Beast didn't take any more names. No, seriously, you're right. I mean, we got, how many names we got on there already?
55.
About 30, man.
We really do?
Yeah, 55.
55, I mean, that's plenty. 418 votes on there already. What celebrity or well-known person is your all-time sexual fantasy? And if yours isn't on here, start thinking about some of these. Maybe it'll do something for you. Britney Spears, 55. Halle Berry, 36. Raquel Welch, 23. Heather Locklear, 21. Selma Hayek, 18. Anna Pornikova, 18. Angelina Jolie, 18. Johnny Depp, 15. Phoebe Cates, 15. Nicole Kidman, 14. Alyssa Milano, 14. Pamela Anderson, 12. Linda Carter, 12. Sofia Vergara, 12. Jessica Alba, 10. Brad Pitt, 10. Shania Twain, 8. Elle McPherson, 8. Carmen Electra, 8. Sandra Bullock, 7. I'll say one thing, at least the Beast can spell. Barbara Eden, 7. Jacqueline Smith, 6. Until he got to that one. Catherine Zeta-Jones, 5. What?
George gave you that one.
Oh, I think it's Jaclyn, isn't it?
Maybe. I can't spell out loud.
Who cares? Rachel Wall, Award 5. Jenna Jameson's got 5. Jamie Lee Curtis has got 5 for them who like it, dykey. Elizabeth Hurley, 4. Charlize Theron, 4. She ought to be doing better than that. There ought to be a lot more people fantasizing about Charlize. Vanessa Williams, 3. Beyonce Knowles, 3. Serena Williams has got 3. Sally Struthers, 3. Marisa Tomei, misspelled, 3. No I. John Stockwell's got 3 now. How do you like that? Samantha Fox, 2. Cindy Crawford, and everybody else, really teeny tiny taters. Marlins pregame at 12:30. I feel, see, this is not right. I feel like I've done about a 75-hour show today. This is like punishment.
Tomei is spelled right, by the way.
It is?
I checked it.
How come I checked it myself? But it's one of those deals when you type in a misspelling on there, it'll just to be friendly, it'll go along with you, like no matter how you spell it. You could have spelled it THZX, and it would still come up that way, you know.
You're right.
Bastards. 12 minutes past noon at 560 WQAM. Everybody and their brother now is trying to sell you a hairpiece, man.
Absolutely.
It is scary, and that's because just about all of us sooner or later face that male pattern baldness. Now, if you want the Beast look, that's fine. You know, you can walk around like a bowling ball head all your life. And, of course, in this case, does it really make a difference? No. In my case, does it make a difference?
No.
Absolutely not. But a lot of you guys, got a chance to look a hell of a lot better and younger than you ever thought you could. And the way to do that is with Charles Alfieri's natural hairline system, the most amazing piece on the market. Now, the most critical area of any hair system is that hairline. I mean, if it looks like it's grown out of your scalp, it looks like real hair. If it looks like some farm animal just crawled up and liked you a lot and decided to camp out on your head, then people laugh their ass off at you. So that's the choice, a nasty-looking, mousy piece or a great-looking head of hair. With Charlie's new skin-like hair system, it's 100% undetectable. And he gives you this guarantee so that you can say what's not to like. You try a system for 30 days.
About 30, man.
And after a month, if you don't love the way it looks and feels and smells, if people aren't like pawing and clawing all over your body, just return it for a full refund. So you got nothing to lose but that bald spot. So don't delay. Call Charlie today and change your life forever. Get some real great-looking hair. Call 1-800-321-2413. That's 1-800-321-2413. Or on the wicked web, it's charlesalfieri.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
What's the problem, officer?
Deploy from the vehicle.
But what's
If you're caught driving without a seatbelt, you will be removed from your car and shot. The police now have the authority to enforce seatbelt safety under the new Patriot Act 2. The new law is in effect now, so click it or be shot. Officers don't like doing this. They are only following orders. It's for your own protection in the never-ending fight against terrorism. Terrorist acts such as mouth noise, burping, and farting Could be annoying to others. So under Patriot Act 2, eating will no longer be permitted in restaurants. Anyone eating outside the designated eating area will also be shot. It's the law. The law. We like saying that. The law. The law. The law. The law. The law. It's the law.
Lick it and stick it.
12:17. So the beast do that, the headset on the floor. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh, that's there now.
Good move. Mail service cut off in Coral Springs area after acid bombs found. You see this story?
Yeah, all over the place, those punks.
I'll be damned. Well, I told you, Coral Springs nothing but a bunch of punks, gang members, degenerates.
Josh lives there.
Like I said, a series of 5 acid bombs placed outside 4 Coral Springs homes yesterday morning damaged 3 curbside mailboxes and 1 vehicle and caused mail service in the area to be temporarily suspended. No one was injured in the incidents, according to Sergeant Rich Nicorvo, police spokesman. Postal Inspector Debbie Allison said mail service was temporarily suspended in the area where the devices exploded as police officers checked mailboxes. Deliveries in the area resumed some areas late Tuesday afternoon, yada, yada, yada. Tuesday's discoveries followed 6 other bombs being found in Coral Springs since May 24th, and 3 mailboxes located just down the street from one of Tuesday's bomb locations had been set on fire over the weekend. In the past, these usually have been perpetrated by kids, so of course we're going to be looking at it that way, Nicorvo said, but it could be an adult. We don't have any suspects in mind at this point. Ain't that lovely? Well, they got to have something to do up there in Coral Springs. Kerry's Riviera Beach stop reinforces Florida's importance in the election. You see old Kerry Meister? Herman Munster was in Riviera Beach.
I saw him on the TV.
Chose a scenic waterfront spot with rows of uniformed and uninformed law enforcement officers behind him to launch his latest attack on President Bush's national security policies. He still looked like a dead man in a suit, if you ask me. He received rousing applause from a crowd of 300 in a county that remains so riled over the 2000 election that a win should seem obvious. You people in Palm Beach County better go out in droves in November, in the thousands, okay? You better get all your dead relatives to vote, too. Get them registered right now. And those absentee ballots better come pouring in by the millions. But Kerry's speech at the Port of Palm Beach marked his 3rd visit in 3 months to Palm Beach County, a sign that he's not taking votes for granted in even the traditionally Democratic strongholds of eastern Florida that helped delay President Bush's win in 2000. Bush won the state and the presidency by only 537 votes with the Democratic Palm Beach County, best known for creating the infamously confusing butterfly ballot, shouldering much of the blame. Yeah, all you old Jews up there that voted for Pat Buchanan, shame on yous, you silly old Jews. What? They caught those silly old Jews made Al Gore lose.
And you said you don't like rap. You're spitting.
I'm spitting it, man. And maybe they ought to be going in 2s to vote this time. Those silly old Jews. That'd be news. Just cruise on out to your voting spot, man. Anyway, I think in Palm Beach County, it's not a question of winning it or losing it. That rap crap, man, anybody that calls that music, and just like I was talking about yesterday, about those nostalgia things I was watching on Biography, well, you name me a rap song that's going to be remembered like 30 years from now.
About 30, man.
Just name me one. Or a rap artist. And don't give me no 50 Cent. Huh? I'm talking about a live one, for example.
Wait a minute, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that must be it. And don't be giving me that M&M crap, okay? Although I do like the M&M peanut pretty good. I think in Palm Beach County it's not a question of winning it or losing it, but what magnitude of victory they can achieve, said David Niven, an associate professor of political science at FAU, because the essence of the Democratic mass is you can lose almost the entire state as long as you win a big enough margin in a few of the counties like Dade and Broward and Monroe and Palm Beach. Niven said the late Governor Lawton Childs, Walkin' Lawton, the he-coon, defeated Governor Jeb Bush in 94 by winning only a handful of Florida's 67 counties. The populous counties of southeastern Florida could deliver a similar victory for Kerry this time. We can only pray. We can't afford to have it close enough so they can have those goons from out of state, all those paid goons coming in, knocking the doors down, going, let us in, let us in. All that fake crap that went on there. And the media just buying right into it, man. All the media was obsessed with was showing us that judge was staring up at that hole in the ballot. That's all. That's the only thing they cared about. We must have seen him how many thousand times?
About 30,000
times, and that was just in the first month after the election while that recount was going on. Before Clarence Token Thomas said, oh, send it up here, baby. Send some good crap and send it on up here. We'll take care of it for you. And Antonin Scalia said, oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. So anyway, that's the deal. I think we'll see a lot of John Kerry in Palm Beach County, said Niven. I don't think we'll see a lot of George W. Bush because an unpopular political figure tends to increase turnout, and the more people that vote, the more you're going to lose that county by. George W. Bush doesn't do himself any favors by showing up here in Palm Beach County, said. How do you like that? So the Bushmeister ain't going to be showing up much, if at all. You know where he'll show up? He'll be showing up in Tallahassee with his brother. He'll be showing up in Two-Egg, Tampa, all the mugwump parts of the state. That's right, where all the tree climbers are hanging it out. Where all the Beasleys are up there in the hanging out in the tree, and hanging by their limb. Anyway, we got the ball game coming up, and I'm so delighted to be getting out of here today. You have no idea. This last hour has been,
I have an idea.
An out-of-body experience. In addition to which, there wasn't all that much change anyway, except for the fact that Big. Now, did we actually look at the? What did I do? I think I threw away all the numbers.
I kept them.
Oh no, seriously, did we look at what they did in men in the morning? Men 18 plus. One moment, please, folks. Let me just fumble through this one more time and try to salvage something. Big 106, which were always number one by a mile when Stern was on. Big 106, look at that. They already had dropped from first to fifth with a 4-6 in the last book. And now they dropped from 4-6 at number 5 to a 3-3 at number 14. And it's still with that huge month of February in there. Once the next trend comes out, Big 106 will basically vanish from the face of your radio. How do you like that? But they got Paul and old Ron on there to bail them out. Think that's going to do it?
No.
No. A little bit, but not much. Small potatoes.
They're no Lex and Terry.
What?
They're no Lex and Terry.
That's for dang sure. Hey, listen, maybe they could use some of that advice. 23 past noon at 560 WQAM. You've heard us talk about dry concepts for over 20 years because I've used them in my home for over 20 years. What a coincidence. That's how long they've been around. In fact, they've been in town since 1979 doing a fantastic, unbeatable job of dry cleaning your carpets. They're the only people in the world who do this. It's an exclusive patented method, just like dry cleaning your clothing. Makes them look brand new, smell lemony fresh. They're dry in a couple of hours, and you got a big smile on your puss. And no rip-offs. None of that $5.95 per room scam BS when you do business with Dry Concepts. They give you a written, guaranteed price up front before they start doing the job. Whether it's your carpeting, your area rugs, your oriental rugs, your flying carpet, your drapery, your upholstery, all of these things. And don't forget, not only do they give you a fair written price up front, but if you call right now and ask them to put you on their standby list, you can save an extra 15% off the already low price on your next carpet cleaning. So give them a call today, toll free. If you use them the first time, you'll be just like me. You'll use them for the rest of your life. Call 1-800-248-5071. That's 1-800-248-5071. Or online, check them out at dryconcepts.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Gary Hart doing tonight?
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's why inquiring minds read the Miami Herald. Is Maurice Ferre really having sex with an alien from outer space?
It's in the Herald.
Is Paula Hawkins the true mother of the Elephant Man?
It's in the Herald.
Is John Kennedy sleeping with Max Headroom?
It's in the Herald.
Is Jim Baker about to give birth to Jerry Falwell's baby?
It's in the Herald.
Sex, 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 more hot sex.
Oh, it's in the Herald.
Plus Gary Hart's amazing rice diet from Florida. A crossword puzzle that has no answers. Our own Pulitzer Prizes just for us.
Ed Pope's love letters to Neil Rogers.
And we're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't heard a bloody thing all day. Mindless, babbling rhetoric.
It's all in the latest issue of
the Miami Herald. Available at supermarket checkout counters everywhere. And where finer manure is spread.
Marlins game coming up, thank the Lord.
All right.
They got bushwhacked a couple by the Reds, so they better get back with it, getting jiggy with it.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
She's okay, she's good. She ain't no little Eva Brown Boyd, whatever the hell her name was.
I'll take her.
We'll take her.
I'll take her twice.
Don't forget the Hebrew Hammer after the ball game at the Belmont in New York. Getting ready for the big race on Saturday in Smarty Pants Jones. The Big O at 7 from the Dolphin Banquet. We apologize ahead of time for that. Eddie K follows 3 hours of... in something, I'm sure.
English.